Oh, we've been muted all this time.
I had to have them muted because it was on the pre-stream. And since some of you have some louder mics, I will be turning the volume down on
we've been
the
muted
desktop.
all this time.
I had to have them muted. And here we are catching the echo. And since some of you have some louder mics, I will be turning the volume down. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll make this a little bit prettier.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, shit.
Dutch
Or do
angles. You gotta have Dutch angles.
Lizard man, good thing you don't have just 4 hit points. You would have just lost them right there.
Yeah, I would have just taken.
All right. Welcome to Master the Game RPG on Twitch. If this is your first time here, we got a sideways. Oh shoot! He turned his camera off. It's gonna mess up everything.
What?
Oh, there it goes. It popped everyone back to the right spot. Okay. Normally it doesn't, so I was really worried.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Welcome to Master the Game RPG on Twitch. If this is your first time here, please be sure to hit the follow. We would greatly appreciate it. Scale over here would appreciate it more than most. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to let everybody plug their own things, their Twitters, their whatever they want to. If they don't want to plug anything, that is fine. And then we will get into the game. So let's start first with... we'll start with Fox, since he's given you guys some dynamic action shots from Roleplay Roulette.
We're starting with the person who's clearly the least prepared.
Of course.
Hey, I'm Fox Winter. I will. I don't know if I should be introducing my character yet or not. You can find me on YouTube at Seven Realms Productions and on Twitter at RP Roulette.
RP Roulette. I'm gonna put by next week we will have everyone's Twitter handles, I think, or whatever they prefer on their overlay here. All right, next is Paul from Tales of Swordfall.
Hey, I'm Paul from Tales of Swordfall. That sounded kind of redundant there. I'm the GM of that, and also I'm the GM of Gates of Orchid and Iris, which is a Legend of the Five Rings RPG that just started up. Both of them are podcasts. Both of them can be found on Anchor. Both of them are really good. Check them out.
So you want people to go to your Anchor first, then?
Or they could go to the Twitter. For Swordfall, it's Swordfall D&D. For Gates of Orchid and Iris, it is... Oh gosh, which one is it? It's GOIL5R.
Okay, cool. And then let's go over to our boy Henry.
Hi, I'm Henry. I'm actually a member of a group called Real Women of Gaming. It's an all-inclusive group that supports gamers and does charity work. I go by Fluffy the Necromancer there. I stream twice a week for them, and we actually do a zombie survival horror game Sunday nights that I'm a part of. That we stream on Twitch.
Fluffy the Necromancer.
Yeah.
And what's the Twitch link again?
It's realwomenofgaming.com, and under Twitch, it's twitch.tv/realwomenofgaming.
Awesome. And we got our buddy over here who's going to be playing Scale. I don't think he likes his overlay name, Giraffe King.
It's not that I don't like it. That is an accurate... That's my Overwatch handle. So... I just don't have anything cool set up. I don't have a YouTube channel. So I'm going to plug Death Battle. They gave me this jacket. It's very comfy.
Now you have something cool, man. You're here.
Product plug.
Yeah, you could plug just us now.
I would also like to plug this unicorn horn.
Solid.
Is that like the New Day unicorn horn, or is that like a Halloween unicorn horn?
It's from a Halloween thing. I got nothing to plug. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel pretty soon here because I'm gonna start like actually running games.
There you go.
But right now I'm nobody. Don't worry about it. Just a handsome face.
You're not nobody. You're Scale. The
That's true.
Cleric.
Scale. The Warforged
That's
Cleric.
all anybody's gonna care for on this channel. All right. So in session 0, we discussed what we wanted for the campaign. We came up with this idea for this island hopping god thumper adventuring party, and it has got us to this point. These four have come together for various reasons, which they will role play throughout the sessions, and you're going to get to know their characters very well. They have hopped on this ship, a ship of pirates, who have brought them all the way across the seas, across the glass coast, to the islands of Thakos. Now, the islands of Thakos are known for their mysteries, their long-lost history from tsunamis and other natural disasters such as hurricanes. And there are still some cities that stand throughout these islands. The city in particular they have come to today is West Raven. West Raven is, imagine like Victorian architecture. The streets are cobblestone. It's at nighttime it's very dark. However, there are lanterns that are magical throughout the city with green flame. And the characters here are on a ship that is parked in the bay. It's anchored a few hundred feet away from the docks. It's too shallow to pull such a massive pirate ship up on the docks. And throughout the bay, there are even other ships that are even larger that have been anchored in a similar fashion. The docks are lit up just by, again, green lanterns with magical flame. And there are little boats that are ferrying people to and from for a cost from the ships to the docks. So as you guys are on the boat, you literally have just anchored. A smaller boat has not come to you guys. What are you doing on the ship? It is nighttime, by the way. It's just recently became dark. We'll start with Lizard Man. What are you doing?
I think that I am sitting by the guardrail, like staring out over the sea, in a position with an expression that one might easily mistake for thoughtful contemplation, and probably not doing that, just kind of observing the expanse of endless nothing around me that is so wildly different from the dense claustrophobic swamps that I come from.
Okay. Faisal, what are you doing right now on the ship? Or what have you been doing?
We are on the pirate ship, or we're on the boat going? Okay.
You're on the pirate ship. A smaller boat has not come up to it yet.
Well, it's probably about a food time, right? Some kind of meal time.
Sure, it's always mealtime, isn't it?
Yeah. So I probably have one of the rations that would be on a ship, like an apple or a lemon or whatever, and eating it, kind of keeping to myself, maybe looking out like right next to Lizard Man as he stares at the vast openness, and I'll stare at it too, and just kind of shake my head, thinking about there's no trees. Because like him, I'm used to close claustrophobic woods. And yeah, and if he takes it, I'll probably take like a little piece of lemon and just hand it over to him, because we're friends, right?
I think so. I cannot remember our session 0 at this point.
So
we're bonding over a lemon.
I'll give you guys the quick notes. So Silas is neighbors with Lizard Man. They used to be neighboring cities. And Lizard Man, you're also tied to Scale due to the resemblance of a totem deity.
Okay.
Faisal, you were best friends with Silas, and you're tied to Scale because Scale wants to be your life coach.
That's right, yeah.
Silas, I think I already told you that, yeah, Lizard Man is from a neighboring village, used to be trade companions, best friends.
So the most important thing is Lizard Man is like friend of friend, so,
yeah,
we're on good terms.
You feel like he's a friend. He feels like you're a resemblance to a totem deity, and maybe you are.
No, I resemble a totem deity.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. See,
Stop trying to confuse us, man. Not in the first episode.
Well, see, you guys
It's
are
a
supposed to sort it out, fix it for me.
Not even through the first scene, and we already got DM tricks going on.
We got the mic tricks.
Oh, it's just beginning.
Very first power play.
So yeah, I'll hand him hand Lizardman a slice of lemon. Just to be nice.
I just open my mouth.
I'll throw it in.
I chew the lemon up and swallow it. And then I just kind of slowly look over and give him a thumbs up because I'm fluent in human customs.
And I'll fist bump him because I'm not.
Oh no. Really? Roll for initiative. No, I'm just kidding. So as you guys are doing this, Scale is probably nearby to Faisal. What is Scale doing?
Scale is polishing his already perfectly polished shield while he just watches Faisal, making sure he's not getting into nothing funny. Feeding lizard folk lemons, I don't know. We need to have a talk about that. Lizard folk don't like lemons, they're too sour.
What, do you want me to get scurvy?
Yeah, nobody wants scurvy.
Yeah, that's why you eat oranges.
He makes a point. They're not, sour.
I'm still exploring lizard folk biology. I'm not sure if they can taste the difference.
All right. Silas, you're kind of witnessing all this. What are you doing on deck?
I'm just making sure I've got everything ready for the night before we're getting ready. What time of night is it?
It's probably between 7 and 8:30 p.m. ish.
Oh, yeah, so I'll be making sure like I've got all my stuff ready in case we're getting ready to bed down or go off. Just making sure I'm prepared for whatever happens. My gear's all clean, it's all polished, it's all ready to go. Just in case there's an inspection that comes up, because we used to have those every so often, and I hated them. That old military background of the hobgoblin life.
So as you're doing this, you see shipmates all around you, pretty low, downtrodden characters, and various races, and some are pretty well put together, but for the most part, they're all pretty tattered and, rugged. And one of them walks by you, noticing how militant you have been in your preparation, and he just laughs at you and tosses you a towel and says, "Don't forget to wipe the banisters," and then keeps walking. The captain comes down, and you notice the captain's got this feature about him that's very distinct. He's got like an arm that's kind of like a dead arm. It just kind of hangs. He can lift it, but when he does, it's just very frail and weak. And he comes over to you guys and says, "So, I brought you this way. Per our agreement, you owe me one. So I will find you guys when the time is right to cash in my favor. Until then, boys, have a good time in West Raven." And he starts walking off. And you guys can hear some of the other crewmates kind of getting prepared to leave as well. And they're like, "Oh, I can't wait to make it to Tavern. It's going to be great." As this is going on, you see a small little boat that can probably hold about 6 people, other than the people that are currently in it. And they row out to you, and they've got a green lantern as well. And is anybody going into port? 1 gold for 1 trip.
Are we going into port?
Is that 1 gold per person?
Total for 1 ship.
Quick question: Does the ship have its own little boats, or?
It does. They don't belong to you; they belong to the pirates. But I'm sure you could rent them or buy them off of them.
We could just take it and then say sorry. We didn't know it wasn't ours.
Are you sure you want to do that, Scale?
I was thinking about that. That was kind of the idea that was going in my mind, to write an IOU for the Captain Limp Arm. What is the captain's name, anyways?
So his nickname is Dead Arm, or Dead Hand.
Pirate Captain Deadhand. Okay.
Yeah, you would have heard that he's supposedly this former great crewman that rose up through the ranks even with his dead hand, and he's very good militarily. He's on point, but you haven't seen that.
We're seeing basically the aftermath of all the glory, right?
That's what you would think. The other crewmen tell you that he can hold his own, and they recommend not trying anything over the course of your voyage.
Trying something seems like a waste of energy to me. Are we going...
fighting him. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
take a boat, I'm not telling you not to take a boat. I'm saying
No,
don't
that's
fight
not
the
what
captain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about too. So I'm gonna be like, hey, are we going to shore?
Well, we need somewhere to get there.
Well, yes. We're going. Why are we here? Treasure?
Rumors, I think.
Rumors of treasure?
Hmm.
So this is a terrible reason to go adventuring. First of all, just as a general lesson for you. Normally, you need to have more of a purpose in life.
That's why you guys came. Whatever your reason is for gold, or treasure, or riches, or glory, that's on you guys. That's why you came.
I'm kind of wanting to get off the ship. I need a little time off.
Listen, Faisal, don't say, I kind of want to say, I'm getting off the ship. You need to be more assertive.
Okay, fine. I'm going to get off this ship. I go to one of the boats. Start untying it.
Now, hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. That's against the rules.
Which one?
You got to go onto the lifeboat over there. Not the lifeboat, the regular boat that costs the gold.
It's like,
Why
why
do
do they want a gold?
Why do we have to? Is it a gold for all of us, or one?
Yes,
gold.
they
It's
will
gold.
load all of you into the boat for 1 gold.
I will directly ask the man who is down there.
Yes, 1 gold. All of you can jump in here. Can fit 6 people.
What's in there for a gold?
A trip to dry land without getting wet.
That sounds good.
If you want to swim, be my guest.
No,
I just fall off the boat into the water and swim to shore.
What's your swim speed?
20 feet.
Okay. So that's going to take you 10 rounds approximately. Should it go normal?
I guess, friends, we will take the
I like
boat,
look.
and Lizard Man will swim.
Lizard Man's in the water.
Yeah,
And Lizard Man, thanks.
A trip to shore, I make those myself. There is this for, and they said a trip to shore while getting wet is complimentary. So I'll say the gold.
As you hit the water, the men in the small boat kind of start to panic. I don't think you want to do that.
why is he in trouble?
He could be.
What dire things are in this shallow bay?
Small beast. They will pull him under.
Isn't
They
he a
will attack
large
him.
beast?
I'm just saying.
Okay, well,
It's worth the
I look
gold.
under.
Lizard Man comes up. Doesn't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. I was swimming happily to shore. Just-
All right.
well, could you row beside him so if he does get in trouble, we can help him out?
I'm not having him pull the boat down. If he wants to get in the boat, that's his choice.
I already chose not to get in the boat.
Well, I guess.
Lizard Man's like 20 feet away now. Like he's swimming.
Yeah, I guess he chose his fate. Let's just pay the gold. I climb down into the guy's ship and give him the gold.
And there's 2 of them, by the way. There's one who's holding the lantern quietly, and then there's the guy who's been talking. He has
The guy
horse to row.
who's talking seems
Yep.
like the guy who wants money, so
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. He takes
There's
the
your-
gold, lets you guys in one by one down the little rope ladder off the side of the ship. And, he asks you guys if you're comfortable and then doesn't even wait for you to respond and says, it's as comfortable as you're going to be anyway.
Yeah, it's a ship. It's in water.
So upon further inspection, so this guy's actually a half orc. You couldn't tell from up in the ship, the pirate ship, but he's a half orc. Looks like he's seen better days. He's well aged, got some drooping, sagging skin and some scars. But he's got broad shoulders. He's about 6'5". And he sits down and starts rowing. And he says, "We're gonna keep a little bit of a distance from your friend over there." And he keeps you guys about 30 feet away at all times, and tells you guys to be prepared in case anything happens.
So what else can you tell us about this island other than there's horrible little beasts in the bay?
So this island, so you guys know, is a very large island. There's lots to do on it. Most of the cities that still stand are on the west side. West Raven is our capital. It's the longest standing city. It's been here for well over 500 years. It's been standing strong. There's lots to do. You can go to one of our few taverns that we have. I recommend going to the Drowsy Parrot. It's known for its delicate squeezed juices. It's so good. Mix that with some rum, you're good to go.
Is that a euphemism?
I guess. So he's really talking that up. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to do at night. If you're fortunate enough to get invited to the palace, there's a lot of events that go on there for some of the higher end individuals in town. Sometimes if you get yourself in good with those people, you can get some really good jobs. Lots of things. I would recommend the tavern, of course, though. Like I said, best rum in the area.
You said it had the best juices.
Well, it is. And then the best rum makes it only better. Come on, it's the best everything, okay?
Is it the only?
No, there's other taverns. What's more your fancy? Do you want to go to something that's more uppity, or what are you looking for?
I like herbal tea.
Herbal tea. Yeah. You might want to go to the uppity place then.
They might not have my herbal tea.
They might not. I don't know of a place that serves herbal tea. That's not my thing. But if you bring your own herbal arrangements, I'm sure that somebody will bring you some liquid to mix it with. And then he starts talking about if you're looking for more of a place where you can get your hands dirty, maybe throw people around, then you might want to go over to the Wandering Orc. I like that place too. It's cheap. And sometimes you catch a nice free show.
So why do you get your hands dirty there? Is it dirty?
No dirtier than where you've just come from, my friend. Oh no.
Something happened?
Yeah.
We good now.
We're good now.
No, sorry.
It's all right. So he then proceeds to tell you at the Wandering Orc, you can get involved in some scrap fights. If you can't pay your tab, they'll put you in the cage to fight. If you just don't want to pay your tab, you can fight for it. There's gambling that goes on there. If you get into a fight just for the hell of it, outside of the cages, they throw you in the cage to fight for the entertainment of everybody. There's not always fights. It's not like you walk in and there's always a fight, but they're always prepared for one.
See, Scale, there are people who fight for food.
I never said that there weren't.
So, Lizard Man, do me a favor. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. How would I go about doing that?
You would roll a d20. Do you need me to roll it for you? What's your athletics?
Well, you just You want me to just roll just a good old fashioned analog D20?
Sure.
And then
If you
tell
got
you what I
dice,
rolled?
I trust you.
Come on, you should have dice.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I don't use dice rollers. I use literally dice. Real physical dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a dice tray too. Woo.
Oh, I do too. Mine's from
Okay.
Dogmite.
Woo.
Just a second. I'm going to grab some paper so that this is not the loudest thing in the world.
Oh no, it's okay. We like hearing
boy.
dice roll.
Okay.
That's how we know you rolled it.
Can you tell me what my athletics bonus is? I believe it's pretty good, but I cannot. If I try to swap over to my character sheet, it's going to do that thing that just happened.
Yep. Just 2 seconds. Lizard Man view.
Oh, the mobile app doesn't allow you to.
You
keep
can
the camera
click it.
on.
Oh. Yeah, you're a +5, dude.
Okay, so I got an 11.
Oh yeah, you're good. So you're cruising. You're going faster than you would have expected. Even the boat is kind of surprised at how quick you're swimming. Must be that tail that's helping you out. Because you have a tail, correct? I would assume.
Yes, I do.
So that tail's kind of helping you out. But you feel something graze up underneath you. You didn't see what it was unless you have dark vision, right?
I do not think lizard folk have dark vision.
They don't.
That
Nope.
is a bummer, man. So you do not see it. And it's underwater, so nobody else can see it. And it is nighttime. So, but you feel something graze up under you, and it feels fairly large, to be honest. What would you like to do? You're about halfway to shore, by the way.
I am gonna go faster. I don't
Gotta go
appreciate.
fast.
I have boundaries. I don't
Stop.
appreciate this creature of the sea violating my bubble.
Yep, just tell it no.
I
Awesome.
shouldn't have to. It should
All right.
it should be polite.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. So
So I'm gonna redouble my effort, and I guess I will. I'm gonna swim hard. Just swim harder for now. I don't think I'm gonna go for my
Okay.
weapon yet.
okay. So you guys in the boat, you're chugging along. You're a little bit ahead of Lizard Man, but not by much, actually. He's kind of closed the gap. Like, you guys passed him, but then, like, you notice he starts picking up his speed a little. And the guy turns over to Silas, the hobgoblin, and says, normally we don't see your kind around here. And you don't look like a normal hobgoblin. I mean, you're not wearing heavy armor. What's your story?
A little bit smarter than your average hobgoblin, so I decided not to stay there.
Let's be honest, our hobgoblin's that smart.
I make a little glow with my hand. Yes, some of us are.
Oh, that's a nice party trick you got there.
I kind of give the guy a cross look. It's like, really, dude.
I didn't fit in with the military life that well, so I went for better pursuits and exploring those avenues.
He turns to Faisal. Oh, don't worry, Faisal. This is just what I do. I razz everybody who comes through here.
Well, if you're interested in knowing, invariably hobgoblins are usually more intelligent than orcs.
I was waiting for one of you to say that. I know. But I'm working. And I don't know what you guys are doing. He keeps rowing. The pirate life is not for me, that's for sure.
Well, it does require a certain amount of intelligence.
Oh, good one. What are your names?
I'm Silas Rindman.
Silas. Oh, I like that name. What about you, armored fellow? You don't want to show your face?
This is my face.
No. Take the helmet off. I mean, you don't need to wear your armor around us.
I think you are misinformed. I am this armor.
What?
Look, I can't so I can change my armor type during a long rest, but I'm just assume I can move it slightly.
Okay.
See, there's nothing inside.
Oh, what are you? I've never seen one of you before.
Well, a long time ago there was a great war, and there were many of us, and now there's only a few.
Are you the Warforged, or are you an Iron Golem?
I am definitely one of those two, and my name is Scale.
Nice to meet you, Scale.
I'll shake his hand.
I'm rowing a boat at the moment, but when we get to shore, I will happily shake your hand.
You can pause for a second. Don't be rude.
Hearing you say that, he does say, you're right. Shakes your hand. Well met, Scale, well met.
Well met.
And what about you? And he turns over to Faisal. What brings you around?
I heard there was treasure. Actually, I also heard there were certain mushrooms on this island.
There's plenty of wildlife. Some pretty wild wildlife, too. If you visit the east side of the island, where more catastrophic things have happened, you'll find some crazy mushrooms, among other things, especially at the base of the volcano.
I will keep that in mind.
And as he's saying this, you guys pull up to the docks. Lizard Man, you're about 30 feet out from the docks, and you feel something, again, brush across your legs. It doesn't feel smooth, though. It feels kind of bumpy, but in a fluid motion across your legs. And then stops.
Considering I can't see it, I'm gonna continue my way of hurrying on towards the docks. If it were light out, I would go ahead and pop down there and see what it is, and if I could eat it. But
you could try to grab it as it's touching your leg.
That's okay. I can't see it, so I don't know how big it is.
It feels like there's some weight behind it.
Yeah, I feel like with the I'm not interested in the unknown.
Sure.
From the vantage that I currently am.
Do me a favor.
I'm trucking on. I'm trucking on along towards the what do you call it?
The docks.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, that's okay.
Don't worry. You're really good on wisdom. I mean, you're stellar.
Yeah. That's just my best stat. I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
19. Okay, so 20. You're good. Okay, so
I got a +1. Holy crap.
Yeah, you got a +1 in wisdom. I don't know what your saving throws are, but.
Oh, it's intelligence that I'm super bad at.
Yeah, and charisma. It's okay though. I'm gonna have to figure out how to read this sheet. I don't know where saving throws are. Interesting. Oh, there it is. You got to click a button for it.
I'm just looking at the one online in the browser. So.
Oh, I see. They put a dot next to which ones you're proficient in. Okay, I got it. Okay, so yeah, you're good. You rolled a 20. So when this brushed up on your leg, you just kept your pace. You did not panic whatsoever, and that is good. You showed no fear as something was rubbing against your leg under some cold, dark water. You get to the dock. Nothing happens.
I'm used to being in cold, dark water and having things brush against me, so.
Nice.
Swamp life.
So when you guys get to the docks, you all get off the little boat. Lizard Man kind of walks up out of the water. He's dripping wet. You see there's some smaller boats, very like much smaller than the boat you guys were on, like pirate ship wise, that are unloading some things. You see another one that seems to be loading some cargo. Fairly decent looking folks, not like the pirates you guys were traveling with. Shortly behind you guys, you see that some of the pirates from the boat have taken some of the smaller boats up into the docks, and they're pretty rowdy and loud while they're out on the boat. But yeah, so anyways, where would you guys like to go? You've got 3 choices of taverns. If that's where you want to go, you can go camp outside of town. There's not a lot that surrounds West Raven. You also know that there's probably just some regular inns that you could go to that don't have any taverns attached. You have options. If there's something else you think you would want to try and check out, you could try to do that as well.
I am going to... Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I am going to follow everybody else. So, I just kind of like stand there silently, just like watching the rest of the group and dripping all over the dock.
Mm-hmm.
How's your swim, lizard man?
There's like, there's something kept brushing up against me.
The boatman did tell us there was something in the water.
There's always something in the water.
I guess it wasn't a lie, though. Well, the boatman did sell up that Juce bar. I say we go there.
Does seem like an interesting place to go.
I guess we're going to go to the Drowsy Parrot.
Drowsy Parrot. All right. So as you guys start walking, you see this teenage boy, human, run up. Oh, gentlemen, please. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Where's the Drowsy Parrot?
Oh, do you want to buy a map? I can sell you a map. He pulls out what looks like a scribbled on map and then rolls it back up. I can give you a map. I can take you.
Once I'm in town, I can usually find my way.
Oh, okay. I would love to help you, though, if there's anything I can do. You want me to take you? Let's go. He's like really enthusiastic, and he's like trying to like, hey, come on, let's go. Drowsy Parrot, I overheard you say.
Yes, I told you directly.
He's taken aback. He's like, do you not want my help? I just want to do a good job.
See, this is the type of go-getting attitude that you should have, Faisal.
Yes, I like him.
Okay.
Or her, I don't know.
Well,
Can't tell.
he says that you have a go-getting attitude.
I do. I will do whatever it takes to get the job done in a perfect manner.
Let me see one of these maps you have.
Yes. Only for 10 silver. Or 1 gold, whatever you prefer.
Well, let me see it first.
Why? He shows you quick. It looks like a legit map. He's like, I can't give it. I mean, I know some people. I sell it. I can't just give it away.
Am I able to see how well it is by his flash?
Do you have a proficiency in cartography?
I am an Outlander, so I have that Outlander ability thing.
I don't know which ability that is offhand.
Let's see.
Do me a favor. Just give me a wisdom check.
Straight up wisdom?
Yep.
Or do you want to survival?
No, survival. Sorry. Yep. That's you read my mind, man.
All right. That's a 14.
Okay. So you know, it actually looks like it's pretty well done. It's not incredibly detailed, but it looks, like a legit map.
It looks decent.
And it's detailed enough of the city. You could make it out.
Well, all right. I'm going to give him 1 gold coin and say thank you for this. What was your name?
My name is Bradshaw.
Bradshaw. See? Look at this boy, overcoming a terrible name like Bradshaw. Becoming a cartographer.
It is a great name.
It's a horrible name.
This town is fancy.
I know. Everybody has multiple syllables.
Like, and it's got little helping wayward children at the door.
Well,
They
I
look
like.
tasty too.
Hey, I like this one. Don't eat him.
Hey,
Yep.
guys, I'm just trying to be helpful and trying to make a living and to provide the best experience here in West Raven I can.
You must
Hey.
be doing a good job if you have impressed my friend. Good job.
Where would
Hey.
you say is the best place to get something to drink?
To drink? Oh, I
Yeah.
like the Wandering Orc personally. But I am not allowed to go in there
Why?
because I will be put in the pens to fight. Of course. I don't
Oh,
want to do that.
they don't treat you like a humanoid.
You look at him, and I mean, he's pretty frail. You can tell that, if it came to hand combat, most could probably take him. Not a lot of muscle. He doesn't seem very coordinated either.
I'm just going to put a hand
But he's
on his
very-
shoulder and just shove him.
Lizard
No,
Man's
what-
going to shove him?
Yeah, well, he just puts his hand on his shoulder and just shoves him, like, downward.
He falls. Like, his maps spill
Like-
out. What was
It's like-
that for? What?
Like,
Why?
yep, he shouldn't get in the cage.
That was not
think-
nice.
I think
Ah.
my friend was trying to prove a point that you should not go into the cage. And we will not go to the Wandering Orc.
You didn't need to convince him. He was convinced.
Like, no, I was convincing y'all.
I was convinced.
I was very convinced too that the gangly teenager could not go into the. Was it a pit? No, it was a cage.
Well,
It's a cage.
now I am.
He tells you, he's been into the Drowsy Parrot before. They have some nice hand snacks, hand edible snacks. He hears that they have some really good rum and different flavored juices for drink concoctions, but he doesn't go there really either.
Well, come, let's go get juices and hand snacks.
All right, I did buy that.
Are
map
they
from him.
actual hands?
Yep.
Like, I mean, are they like? Do they have variety? So like dwarf, elf, human.
It's been a while since I've had chicken feet. I wonder if they have feet snacks.
This kid is very confused. No, not real hand. No, that's wrong. Where
And
are you
why are
from?
they called hand snacks?
Because you eat them with your hands.
What kind of snacks are they? Are they fruit? Are they meat?
They have dried fruit and dried meat. Yes.
Well, those are fruits and those are meat. Those are fruit snacks and meat snacks, not hand snacks.
No, we call them hand snacks.
That's strange.
The kid seems really weirded out by the fact that Hobgoblin, Silas over here, really wants dwarven, elven, human hands to eat.
Hey,
Um,
there's things that have hands that aren't necessarily human.
As for chicken feet, he does tell you he has heard the butcher will give you any part of the chicken that you want.
Oh, are they not a delicacy around here?
The butcher will make it for you to make at home.
I do not live here, though.
You could set up fire outside of town. Our butcher's really
All
good.
right. Now listen, Faisal. Have you been with humans very long?
I've technically never been with humans.
He still
Okay.
hasn't been with humans.
Well, let me tell you the first rule I learned when I was little. That's
Okay.
don't eat that.
Don't
You're
eat-
not allowed to eat humans even after they're dead.
Well, I don't eat humans. I eat animals and plants.
And apparently that also includes all the other folk that is shaped like humans. Like
Else,
elves and
yeah,
whatnot.
it was in my village. We did not eat those either. Usually, if it looked like human, it was off limits.
Yeah, even their hands.
Even their hands.
I just nod sagely.
So, Faisal, what do you look like? Obviously, I know what race you are, but how would you describe it?
He is all covered up in rags, including his face. He's very much hiding the fact that he's a remotely humanoid. You can only see his eyes flash through. Basically, his whole face is wrapped. But since he has dark vision, I imagine he has kind of like flashing cat eyes. And he is not showing any of his skin. His clothing is kind of ragged. He has leather armor on, so you know.
So you guys would probably look pretty intimidating, I would say. The four of
Yeah,
you.
probably.
This is a brave man coming to sell us a map.
Yeah. He's like, oh, hey, look, strangers that aren't pirates. Maybe they'll actually treat me nicely.
But you came from the pirate ship, so he thinks you're from.
If he was trying to avoid pirates, not following the clues.
Well, he doesn't have dark vision, and he probably didn't do well on his perception checks. So
correct. You know. It is dark.
What about
and he
all
couldn't
the
see
green
the ship
lanterns?
real well. What's that?
I said, what about all the green lanterns?
All the magical lanterns up on shore?
They were destroyed by Hal Jordan. Don't worry.
I was going to say, I hear they work particularly well in darkest night.
They do. They work 24 hours. The green flame.
Okay.
Green flame.
Green flame. That's why they're green.
Yeah.
I saw my Acquisitions Inc. book earlier today and was like, green flames. I'm not kidding.
I noticed you leaning into it.
Right. So you know, you guys are still down by the docks, and the kid offers to take you to the Drowsy Parrot free of charge if you would like.
Yeah, he will become our pet now.
So as he's doing this, he says, if anybody asks for a guide or anything like that, tell them that Bradshaw is the guy to go to. I can happily help them anywhere in this region. I do not go beyond the forest, though.
Why? What is beyond the forest?
I just do not go. Everything's dangerous out there. I mean, the forest is dangerous, but at least if I get into trouble, I can run home.
But you have such a go-getting attitude. Why aren't you adventuring out?
Did you see what your friend did to me?
Yes, that means you need to do more adventures.
That's why I won't. She will never forgive me if I do that.
Who is she?
My keeper.
You have a keeper.
We all have keepers.
Do we?
And as he says that, he kind of points around to the city, kind of.
Lizard Man's eyes widen, and he just kind of looks around as well. It's like, where's my keeper?
Explain to me the meaning of this keeper.
It's who you report to, who you bring the money home to.
But for me, that is me.
Then you are your own keeper. You still have a keeper. But I was not referring about you guys. I was referring to us in West Raven.
Sorry. Sometimes when people use they and us and I get a little confused.
It's okay. He kind of says, a little surprised that you did not understand. I thought most people knew of our customs here.
I know nothing about your customs.
Don't even know what the city is called, although you said it several times, so now I do, but...
I didn't even know you're not supposed to eat hands.
Tell me all about your customs.
We have many. I mean, you'll learn as you're here. Drowsy Parrot's just up here before we get to Hightown.
Well, then come join us for Juce.
I cannot go in there.
Why?
I am not of that class.
But what happens if we just take you in?
I'm a worker. I can't go in there. I can stay outside if you need my company afterwards.
Well, what if I need my worker to come with me? Because he's my anxiety worker. Keeps me anxious.
That can't be me. I'm a guide. That is what I do. My keeper will not let me do anything else.
Well, then we will sit outside with you and drink juice.
Okay.
That's
I'm
why it's
fine
so
with
easy
that.
That's why it's so easy to push over. Keeper won't let him lift heavy stuff.
Yes, I agree. This Bradshaw, he needs to lift more things.
As you walk down the streets, everything's pretty, like, everything looks the same, right? Every building, every house looks the same. You kind of come around the corner and you see this one place that just pops. It's got reds and blues. It does not look like any of the other buildings. And its sign is shaped like a large parrot with its head drooped over like it's asleep. And it says, the drowsy parrot.
The city
Stop,
was
I think there is a monster.
This city was so beautiful until that eyesore. Everything was the same. It was so nice.
I hope it does not attack us or anyone else. I'm gonna sneak past it to not wake the sleeping parrot.
No, that's just a sign. This is it. And he kind of pushes the door for you. And the door creaks open and it's well lit. I mean, it's not bright. It's a good, nice lighting inside. It's not all these colorful things like on the outside. It's normal light. The walls are a neutral gray. Are you guys going in or are you staying outside?
Well, we have to get the juice.
That's true.
That is mission number 1, to get this juice.
That is true. Juice is important. Take it from Juice.
Yep. This statement brought to you by Juice. Keep hydrated, kids.
I'm out of water. I can't now.
Oh, no.
I know. Maybe I should have drank juice. So
yeah.
Okay.
I'll step inside first.
Okay. Faisal, when you go in, you see a woman behind the bar. Nice red hair. She's wearing a dress that covers everything down to her ankles, comes down her arm a little bit, and it's actually up around her neck. And she locks eyes with you and pauses. And then when you look at the rest of the room, everybody here tends to be a female and stops and looks at you guys.
Do I even take notice?
Don't know.
Yeah, I'll take notice and notice that nobody has their head wrapped in any clothing and actually take off, revealing my face.
Okay. And how do you look when you do that?
Well, he's a handsome male. He has dark hair that looks like it's been underneath rags from the majority of the day, so it's probably kind of stringy at the moment, and it's sort of long. He's got silvery eyes, which look kind of unnatural, and he's extremely pale.
Okay. No facial hair?
He probably has like stubble.
Stubble.
At least.
But it's nice. I'm assuming nice skin.
Yeah, it's nice skin, nice stubble. It's
Sure. Okay. Lizard Man was about to say something, it looked like.
So I said, "Hi."
So this is what I imagine. I imagine Faisal walking in with Lizard Man right behind him, a hobgoblin right behind him, and possibly Scale taking up the back.
No, I'm not going inside.
Oh, okay, you're staying outside. Okay. So I see these rough-looking individuals basically standing beside an Azamar in Faisal. And Lizard Man, hand up. Hi! And all of these women just start busting out laughing. The bartender says, what'll it be, fellas?
We were told your juice was mighty tasty.
As it is, why don't you come sit up at the bar?
I look at the other two and just shrug and come up to the bar.
As you guys come up to the bar, you notice that the other couple of women who were sitting at the bar get up and leave. They walk by you, Scale, as they walk out. Just the two of them. And go on down the street. The bar.
Lizard Man is laughing with the ladies.
Do they seem upset?
What's that?
Do they seem upset?
Give me an insight check.
18 total.
They don't seem upset. They seem a little bit disgusted.
I asked them what's wrong.
Oh, your kind aren't from around here. Don't worry. This happens all the time. And they continue to walk off.
All right, I'm gonna ask Bradshaw what the deal with this is.
Those are some of the keepers.
Oh.
So inside, the bartender says, "Okay, I can get you some juice." Do me a favor, Lizard Man, Silas, and Faisal, all give me a perception check.
I rolled a 1. Total of 5 though, but
all right. I do crit fails, by the way, even with skill checks.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
I have a 7 on the die.
Okay, and then what about you, Silas?
I got a 16 plus 0 equals 16.
All right, cool. All right, so what'll it be for you guys? What exactly would you like? We have all sorts of different types of juices. I'm sure if you name a flavor, we will have it.
Pomegranate.
Ah, we do have that. We're almost out, though.
What local fruits do you have?
Local. Well, how about we give you the mystery of the night? Do you want to try that?
I do like mysteries.
So she pulls out this purple fruit that you give me a wisdom, not wisdom. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, give me a nature check.
That's 20, unnatural.
Natural 20.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay, no, that's fine. So you know that this fruit, this is not something you've ever seen before. This has to be native to this island. And she tells you a name. We'll just say insert whatever you want for now. But it's a purple fruit with it looks like some points off of it. And she takes it and twists it in half and then starts squeezing it by her hands into a glass for you.
That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. Fresh squeeze, too. So she does that, and then she asks you, do you want the house rum?
No, I was only interested in the juice. Thank you.
She slides it over to you in a wooden cup. Lizard Man, what would you like? She doesn't say that. She doesn't know your name. She just turns to you and says, what would you like?
Catfish.
Catfish? I mean, our cook is not working anymore tonight. I can't get you any food.
I thought you made juices.
It's from trees. Fruity
Fruit?
trees.
Fruit? Vegetables? I can get you a tomato juice.
I guess I just meant. Never mind. I'll just have that. I'll just point at whatever the other guy's got.
All right, so she'll make the same thing for you. Do you want some rum in that?
Yes.
Okay. You notice it's also a wooden cup. And she turns to Silas and she says, and what'll it be for you, big fella?
Pomegranate.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. I got so distracted by your friend over here with the beautiful silvery eyes. She pulls out a drink from underneath and pours it for you into a wooden cup. Now, Silas... Sorry, go ahead, Faisal.
I nudge the Lizard Man like she's talking about him.
So Silas, you notice that you guys are the only ones in here drinking out of wooden cups. Everyone else has steel or glass. Faisal, when you drink out of it, it tastes delicious. It probably compares to some of the best juice you have ever had. Lizard Man, you just got the same juice too, right? You didn't get rum with it?
No, I asked for rum.
Oh, okay. Give me a Constitution check.
Yikes. That's a 4 on the die, so I believe that's
Oh, that's rough. I think that's a 9 for you. All right.
It's
so because you're a plus 5, right?
It's I don't know. It's a 7, an 8, or a 9. I can't remember.
Oh no, you're a 6. So that's a 10 for you then. Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
You're
That's
plus
right.
6.
I've got +2. Is if it's a Constitution save.
Yes.
Okay. A save. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would be +6.
So you're at a 10 total then. So you drink it. It's pretty rough. I mean, it's the alcohol content. You feel like really, you can taste it. You like the juice. It's a nice mix, but you can taste the alcohol. It doesn't take the edge off the alcohol at all. And Silas, your pomegranate, did that have rum in it too?
Yeah, but I haven't taken a drink of it yet because I'm still staring at it. And I'm
Yep.
like, how come we don't get what they got?
Because you are not from here. I mean, you get these. This is what we give outsiders.
Well, I prefer the wood.
Just
May I have another wooden cup?
Yes.
wonder
Sure.
how it changes the flavor. Yeah,
Well,
I'd
Blizzard.
like some rum.
Preserves it a little better, is what she says.
Do you mind if we
Lizard
step
Man
out?
is.
Go ahead.
Sorry, like Lizard Man is like chewing on the side of his cup.
That is a clear reason why we don't give you guys the fine.
Yeah, you were right not to
where-
trust me. Just kind of lowers his head a little bit.
Do you mind if we step outside with our wooden cups? We will return these.
Sure, I suppose that is fine.
I did get rum.
When you guys step outside, Bradshaw seems elated. They served you. That's good.
I pour a little of my juice out of my cup into the empty cup and hand it over to him.
Oh no! I can't drink alcohol.
There's no alcohol in mine.
What?
There's a lot in mine.
Oh,
You can share
thank
his.
you. No, I can't have it. He tries yours. Oh, this is so good. He like drinks it in like 2 gulps.
Yeah, it wasn't much. I'll just fill up his cup and share it that way.
Thank you very much. Can I take you guys anywhere else? I mean, do you want to go to a local inn?
I prefer sleeping outside. I don't know about the other two.
Just northeast of town. I mean, there's some good areas you could probably rest, no problem, out in the countryside.
What problems are there?
I mean, natural predators, of course, animals, other beasts from the forest. But that's why I said go to the northeast side. Stay within eyesight of West Raven, and you should be okay. I wouldn't go too far out.
Well, you cannot go too far.
Again, I would never go past the forest.
Nah, I might.
Well, we'll have to.
I assume
Oh.
that we will at some point.
There are
Right.
mushrooms by the volcano.
Yes.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I mean, I can take you to the edge of town.
What do you say, Silas? Do you want...
I was inside drinking. I haven't. You guys.
Oh, you didn't step out with us?
No.
He's like, no,
I'll probably say
there's
that,
booze,
look
dude.
down, and there's like, an empty space to where I'm talking. Oh, I did not notice that he did not join us.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss
Silas.
a 6'2" hobgoblin.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, passive perception's 10.
10? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go look at your character. All right, so you guys are hanging out outside. Bradshaw has offered to take you to the edge of town. Scale, what are you doing? Obviously, you didn't go in and drink.
I've been conversing with Bradshaw.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you wanted to talk to him about or ask him?
Just generic stuff about the city.
Okay. So he elaborates a little about keepers. He tells you that, he works for his keeper. He brings back money, and she lets him stay in the downstairs bedroom. And, it's the arrangement they have.
Yes, I see. And in there, all of those people are keepers.
Yeah, I think all of them are. I don't know all of them personally. I'm not allowed to talk to a keeper except for my own.
Interesting. And everyone who goes in there is typically a keeper or an outsider?
Yes, outsiders tend to come here their first night for sure.
And how would anyone know whether or not someone was a keeper?
Well, if they're not from here, that's different. But typically, every woman is a keeper of some sort. She has a couple retainers, as we are called.
Well, yes, every woman is a keeper, but I'm talking about how do you tell the social class of keeper?
They're women?
Oh, you meant literally, I see.
Yeah, they all are. I mean, they keep us men. We are retained by them. Some of us aren't employed, but yeah, they pick and choose, and we do our job. We do what they tell us to do.
Well, that's good. See, this is good. Nice, structured, rigid society. This is something you should try and join, Faisal. Maybe not this specific one.
I agree. It's a good living we have here.
See how happy and enthusiastic he is?
But
This
he's
is what I want
happier-
for you.
But he's happier with the juice I just gave him.
This is amazing juice.
See? Without that little freedom, he wouldn't have the juice.
We're not allowed to have freedom here. No.
Yeah, that seems excessive.
We have to work every day for our keep.
So
Our keeper.
Doesn't that sound great? Job
No.
security. You can do something every day.
What else do I need? I mean, I'm fed. I have a place to stay. It's warm.
You could feed yourself, though.
How? How would I do that?
Well,
Without
First
the
of all,
keeper
you'd have to
give
get
us the money.
stronger.
that's why he isn't strong. He does not feed himself.
Okay, not every society is perfect, but this society is better than being uncivilized. This place
Well,
is okay.
The pirate ship had a structure, but they still had time off.
Hey, by the way, I think I've got a slight delay. So if it seems like I'm interrupting people, it might be why.
Okay, no problem.
It's cool, dude. We're internet people, so we should be used to this kind of shenanigan.
Yeah.
I'm
I
used
just
to
wanted to be
technical
known I'm not
difficulties.
doing. Yeah, I just wanted to be known I'm not doing it on purpose if that's what's happening.
Gosh,
You're gonna
you're
make
so
me cry.
disruptive up there in your top left corner of my overlay.
This guy over here.
But-
What? It's-
No, that's Faisal.
It's-
No, that's me.
no,
It's-
over.
it's-
over.
That guy.
It's that one that I'm pointing at. Yeah, that one.
That's what I'm pointing right over there. Pointing up.
If I try to point, I'm off screen.
Yeah, I have to remember that this is not mirrored, so everything's the correct way. So that way.
If I point at him, it goes the opposite way. It's mirrored.
Yeah.
For
No, it isn't mirrored. You're actually the correct way of reality right now. So if I were like sitting right across from you,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I would see you. Instead of never mind.
You're not making any sense.
Yeah, what the heck?
It's perspective, man. It's perspective.
So look, this guy's causing all the problems, but now this guy's starting to create his own. And this one
guy.
way up here is starting to confuse people with, perspectives.
Yeah.
My class clownery has opened the door for disruption. You've
And
lost control of
this
the
one-
class.
This one's still inside drinking with the ladies because he's got the right idea going on here.
I know Bradshaw seems like someone to protect, so
Yeah, sure.
First NPC must protect.
So you guys are outside with Bradshaw. Silas.
All innocent, beautiful boy. We need to keep him safe.
Silas, where were you keeping your dart and your dagger?
Darts would have been in the bandolier. Dagger would have been left front diagonal, so I could pull like that.
Okay. You do not notice this yet, but they are gone. Just so you know. As you're sitting there drinking, the bartender says, "So what brings you to town?" And she starts leaning on the bar. She seems very interested in what you have to say.
We're traveling, looking for great high adventure and treasure and work and all those normal fun things that people do.
You've come to the right place. There's a lot of things to the east side of this island to uncover.
East side of the island to uncover. All right. Anything else? What's the lay of the land?
So you'll see a lot of towns around here that are similar to ours. We pretty much stay in our lane. We stay in our town. We do our day-to-day activities to help society. We have farmers and things like that that help stock us. And we do trade with cities across the seas. A lot of our money comes in from outsiders such as yourselves. But for the most part, we just live our day-to-day lives and we get by. It's a good life we have here. Everyone knows what their role is and sticks to it pretty well.
Normal everyday stuff. Is there any threats that are going on? Any big things to be aware of?
I mean, the natural disasters are pretty bad. Sometimes outsiders can be a little bit unruly, but we have our ways of handling them.
And what would those ways be?
I would just advise you not try to find out. Stay out of trouble, and there will be no problems. Enjoy your stay in West Raven. Explore the island if you must. We'll be here to help you out if you need supplies or drink, or if you want to check one of the local inns, you can stay there.
Can you recommend an inn?
Sure. There's one down by the docks that is decent. It's very cheap, too. They might even let you stay for free if you do something for them.
Mm-hmm.
Betty is the owner. Tell her that the Drowsy Parrot sent you.
The Drowsy Parrot sent us. Thank you very much.
Yes, no problem.
Finish my drink and leave a little extra coinage as a tip. Head outside.
All right. When you get outside, Bradshaw is just still thrilled. He's got this cup, but he's like kind of holding it down by his side, hoping that anybody walking by doesn't see it. And kind of like what you would imagine a freshman on a college campus trying to hide that red Solo cup on the front lawn, of a party. And
just not there yet.
Right. And so what's... Oh, hey, welcome back. What was your name again?
Silas.
Silas, that's right. Silas Rinvan. So, your friends here want to stay outside of town. Is that where you would like to go to?
I like a nice bed.
Oh, okay.
Walls.
Where are you going? Where would you like to stay at?
What was the name of the place again?
So if it was recommended in there, it was probably Betty's place.
That's it, Betty's.
Down by the docks?
Yeah.
Okay. She's very nice, I hear. I've never talked to her, but...
Let me guess.
It was recommended.
What's that, Faisal?
Oh, let me guess. You do not belong there.
No, I have my own place to go.
Yes, Silas, I was trying to ask you earlier, but You seem to be missing.
I think he stayed inside where we're probably supposed to drink.
Yeah. Most places frown on you drinking in public.
I only have juice.
I don't take a big drink of my rum.
So, Bradshaw, where do you live?
Oh, I would be much more comfortable not telling you.
Well, we could where you are.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We could always spend the night where you are.
No, that could not happen.
Is there not enough room where you are?
Oh, there's plenty of room, but I could get in a lot of trouble. I'm not allowed to bring guests over.
We'll talk to your keeper. It'll be fine.
Yes,
No.
we can always invite ourselves over and do things for your keeper.
Oh, no. I don't think that would work.
Why?
I mean, what are you thinking of doing for my keeper? I mean, it doesn't sound like something she would be into.
I'm good at fishing.
I'm good at finding things.
She's not in the fish trade business.
I'm good at finding things too.
Yeah, we're all good at finding things.
Yes, very good at finding things.
Are you interested in being tour guides? I mean, I can talk to her.
Is that all that she does? She keeps all the tour guides?
No, I mean, her other retainer, he actually goes and works in the fields.
I mean, there might be something that she wants that's beyond your territory.
Maybe. I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm overstepping my bounds already.
Well, we're not. We do not even have to say it was your idea.
It wasn't his idea.
Yes, it was my idea.
Give me a persuasion check, Faisal.
Aren't you supposed to guide folks?
Yes, I guide people to and from their destinations.
Well, my destination is where you live.
Yeah.
That's not on the menu. I'm sorry.
You didn't provide me with a menu, sir.
Nat 20.
Snap.
Look. In the morning, I will take you to my keeper. We can handle that then, if that's truly what you want to do, Faisal.
We will need a bed tonight, though.
Oh no, tonight I can't do it tonight. There's no way. She will kill me, literally. It cannot happen.
So
It must be in the morning when she's awake.
Oh, she is sleeping right now.
Of course.
Lizard Man, that's a faux pas in human society, right?
What's that?
To wake someone as they are sleeping.
That depends on where they're sleeping, I suppose. If they're sleeping someplace dangerous, probably ought to get them out of there.
Well, I suppose they are in their house, and that is not... Well, is the house dangerous? Because apparently he will be killed if we go over there.
No, it's not dangerous.
Like, well, you're not really supposed to go in other folks' house without being invited.
I can bring you to a meeting point, and you can meet her in the morning. Why don't you stay at Betty's? I will bring her down there.
Well, it sounds like we are being corralled to Betty's.
I have no interest in going to Betty's.
Or I can take you to the northeast side of town, and you can sleep where you wanted to in the woods or the fields.
Silas, I will leave it up to you.
I prefer walls and a bed.
Then
So much nicer.
sounds like we will go to Betty's.
There's a bunch of space under the docks nobody's using.
Unless the tide comes in.
Then there's a bunch of water under the docks. Nobody's using.
Yeah, the water.
He wants to get real close to that thing that was groping him earlier.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's not a start of a good relationship.
It was a little handsy.
Yeah, that's...
Lizard Man just turns and slaps the sea monster, just like fresh.
So he starts walking with you guys towards Betty's. And let's see. The roads are quiet. There's not a lot of people. Occasionally you see, as you get closer to the docks, you'll see some workers taking things either to or from the docks. Your pirate friends, you don't see any sight of them. You would assume they probably went to the Wandering Orc. And, okay. Let me see something.
Oh, by the way, we did totally return the cups, I think. Did we?
We didn't say that we did. We said
Okay.
You said you were going to, but you didn't actually say that you did.
Bradshaw set his on the ground outside of the place.
I probably would have followed suit then and just set it on the ground.
Okay.
He seems like he knows what he's doing.
Lizard Man.
Scale has no idea you said you were going to return them, right?
No, he wasn't in there.
Yeah, okay, so Scale doesn't say nothing. This is fine.
Lizard Man, you notice
Yes.
your arrows for your short bow are gone.
I appreciate that.
And at this same time, Silas, you notice that your dagger and your darts are gone.
It's like, hey, my arrows are missing. Maybe they fell out swimming.
And so are my dagger and darts, and I had them when we went to that bar.
I check myself. Do I still have my armaments?
Yeah, Scale, you seem to have yours still.
Do I have mine?
Basil, you do too.
Perhaps someone stole them. But the only person who could steal them is Bradshaw.
Bradshaw's right next to you. Like he's like, I took nothing. Look, I got nothing. Please,
We had them when we went in. We didn't have them when we came out. You've got yours. The only difference between us three is we all had something to drink, but we had rum. You did not.
Also, I put my cup on the ground.
That doesn't matter. I left my cup inside. My cup never left the place. We had rum. You did not.
Perhaps the rum made it disappear.
Perhaps there was something with the rum that helped distract us or mark us as easy targets.
Wow, that place seems devious if you drink the rum. I'm glad I didn't have any.
Yeah, good for you. I'm going to go back.
Okay, I will follow you.
No, I thought he said I wouldn't go back. Did you?
No, I said I'm going to go back.
Okay. Bradshaw's like, okay, let's go back.
If there's thievery involved, it may be unlawful.
It might be.
You might have to introduce yourself.
Bradshaw gets you right back to the place and says, we're back. Your cups are still on the ground outside, by the way.
I'll pick them up as we go inside because they probably need to go inside anyways since no one picked them up.
Sure. You get in and there's significantly less women in here now. There's only about 3 more. There's 6 tables, the bar. Again, the walls are a neutral gray. And you notice on the far wall there's a long sword and a short sword just mounted to the wall, but they look decorative, not like something you would ever use. And bartender says, "Oh, you're back. You just finished your drinks? Been out there for a while."
I was not sure where to return the cup, so I left it on your property. But seeing that they were still there when we came back, I don't think that was the proper thing to do.
Thank you for bringing them in. I appreciate that.
Though I think my friend Silas has a series of questions to ask you.
Sure, go ahead. I'm all ears.
We've returned because we seem to be missing some items that we had with us when we entered.
Did you? What are you missing?
A dagger, as I show an empty scabbard, and darts. As you can see, there's none in the places where they would be.
You had those when you came in?
Yes, I did.
I didn't even notice.
I keep very good track of my equipment.
Okay.
It's kind of inbred.
Sure.
I'm missing 20 arrows, but I don't know if I had them when I came in here.
I think you did. Unless they fell into the bay.
No, I was worried about that.
I mean, How long have you been in town? I mean, it could have been anybody.
We came into town and we came directly here. And our other friend was in here. He still has everything that he had with him. The only difference between the three of us is that myself and the lizard man here, we had the rum.
Okay.
Do I believe what she's saying, or do I feel like she's being coy?
Give me an insight check, Scale.
That's exactly what I would like to do. 19.
So she seems kind of confused by the questioning. She doesn't understand what the implications of the rum having to do with stealing.
Leaps of logic, of course.
She's like, I'm behind the bar. I'm serving you guys. I'm serving everyone else here. That's how I make my living. You didn't leave them here, clearly. There's nothing on the bar. I didn't take them.
Scale says, excuse me, ma'am. Are you aware of anyone who might steal from your patrons? Those of the less keeperly type.
Honestly, I don't offhand. I mean, it's a large town. We have petty theft, occasionally, but not necessarily in my bar.
Maybe some of these folks weren't keepers. They was takers.
Maybe they found it and it was finders keepers.
Or maybe I got robbed by whatever was brushing up against me in the water.
That does not explain where Silas's dagger and darts have gone.
True.
We were fully equipped when we came in here, and that was the last time we were fully equipped.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could have been one of the ladies in here, but I doubt it. They're good people. They would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you have some suspicion.
No, I'm convinced.
Well, miss, do you have a place where we can acquire more arrows?
Yeah, you could go down to the local utility store. They'll have arrows. They'll have anything that they can get a blacksmith to make. If you want daggers, they should have those. I don't know if they have darts, but yeah, they'll have basic weapons and things like that for anyone who's looking to travel out into the wilderness.
Silas, was that dagger due to you?
No, not particularly. It's just the principle, someone's out here stealing from people. And
It is tragic such a lovely town has someone who steals in it.
doesn't, new people come into town and they're robbed right away. It's a small, lovely place, and it just doesn't look right.
I guess it makes sense with all the folks who can't come into buildings.
It will be unfortunate.
What are you talking about? People can come into buildings. I let you come into here.
Well, the residents, some people cannot come in.
Oh, well, that's because they have no need here. They have no business here.
Everybody has needs for juice.
No.
I have no need for juice.
Well,
see?
You don't have a digestive system.
I don't think I have need for juice.
Oh, are you talking about the retainers?
Maybe rabbit juice.
The retainers are fed. Their digestive system is taken care of.
But they cannot partake in juice.
If they can elevate themselves in status, then maybe one day they will.
The retainer's nutrient needs are met.
Well, regardless, it will be unfortunate when I recommend people visit here. I'll have to say, be wary. There are thieves at the Drowsy Parrot.
Do you have proof of this?
I need no proof to tell people what I believe.
That is mere slander.
Yes.
He is a cleric of order, and many people put much stock in that.
I am not normally from West Raven, okay? I am normally from Elda. I am from clear across the seas, and I know that this city right here is far safer than most. And I also know that folks like you would not be allowed in many places outside of this city. Should we be in Elda, none of you could drink in any bars. Except for maybe you, and she turns to you with the silver eyes. You would be allowed, but your friends here would probably be forced to stay outside.
Then
So
I
don't
would drink
tell
with
me that our customs are wrong.
Well, they are my friends, and I would drink with them outside. And I turn around and just start walking out because this lady's... Nope. She keeps talking. I'm probably gonna like start wrecking something.
I'm confused. Everybody's mad now.
The bartender seems confused too. She feels attacked by Scale, saying that.
Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with your culture. I just think there's thieves in this bar.
Well, I assure you, there was no thieving going on in this bar.
Did you see?
I didn't see it, and that's why I can say it's not happening. And neither did any of you. That's why you were questioning me.
If you didn't see no thieving happen, how do you know it didn't happen?
Did you see it?
I didn't see it not happen.
So did you see it not happen outside of these doors?
I didn't see it not happen anywhere. That's why I don't know where my stuff is. I didn't see it happen neither.
So surely you would not accuse me and my establishment for having such troublemakers.
I did it.
But your friend here is.
That's his business.
That is accurate.
Sir, and she turns to Silas, surely you must believe me. I did not see anything. I don't believe any of my girls would have taken it.
I believe you're truthful in your statement that you did not see anything and that you believe your girls wouldn't, but that someone did do it while I was here is a different fact altogether, because I walked in with them and I left without them.
Would you like to make a formal complaint?
Outstanding. That is exactly like, see, I knew there would be rules in place to handle this. All this time I was so confused about the lack of, yes, a formal complaint. Don't worry, guys. We can register a formal complaint.
We can give them
You gotta go down to the Better Business Bureau. So she does recommend. She does recommend if you want to do a formal complaint, they do have a town jail. You can show up there to press any possible charges, and they will open an investigation for you.
I will sincerely take that under advisement. Thank you.
Well, that's all then. And Scale turns around and leaves.
Yes. Leave.
Scale goes, they've just got a special house that's like for complaints, but they just send you from department to department to get new forms, and it turns out he's wandered into heaven for you.
It's like so bureaucratic. It's just
the bureaucratic. The red tape is endless.
Oh God, it's so wonderful.
They should have sent a poet so that I could file a complaint against him for wasting time.
Oh, that is so wonderful.
This is not the department for wasting time complaints. This is the department of duplicates. Would you like a duplicate for your complaints?
If you want a duplicate for a complaint about wasting time, you will need Form Q27/A.
Yep.
It's like Beetlejuice, like sitting in the dungeon forever. Like, yeah, that's me. Oh man, good stuff. So all right, so you guys head out. You're heading to Betty's, or you heading out to stay?
Well, I'm bugged by this event, and I didn't see anything. I'm gonna ask Bradshaw while they're still inside, because I walked out on the lady, if he happened to see anyone that got close enough to steal from us.
Okay, good. Let's see what his perception was. He says, well, I mean, there were the two ladies who left shortly after you guys arrived, but I didn't see anything. I mean, they looked pretty unsuspecting. Wouldn't you say, Scale?
I recall them being very unsuspecting. I didn't suspect them at all.
Then either we are facing two things. They stole from us. Well, not us, but our companions. Or there's something that can go invisible and it has stolen from us.
Invisible? Like, Bradshaw's just shocked at the word. Like, that's impossible.
No,
that's something you hear in fairy tales.
I have bad news for you, Bradshaw. Fairies exist.
And their tails, too. Well, only some fairies have tails.
I mean, surely, but that doesn't happen in big cities. That just...
It happens all the time. What better place to hide than being invisible?
And some fairies wear boots.
Is this like those people with the horns and stuff that occasionally get off the ships?
Those are tieflings.
Oh, okay.
Don't be
I thought
silly.
they might be fairies. It's rude of me to ask. I know. Sometimes I do.
It's okay. Sometimes you do get confused, but if you ask and ask politely, you can find out more information.
Okay. Well. Yeah. I guess that's true. I mean, there's always a nice way to ask, I guess.
I'm going to start setting up the ritual for detect magic because I'm convinced that there is magic at hand.
Okay. Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you waiting outside of the tavern to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do it outside the tavern.
Okay. You cast detect magic. Are you going inside with this going on?
Which you?
What's that?
Who are you referring to?
You're doing detect magic, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to be outside doing it, not inside.
Okay. You don't pick up anything other than an extra glow off of the green lanterns.
And that's the only thing within 30 feet?
Yes. Because I believe it's a visual cue, right? Isn't that how it's supposedly works?
Yeah, it's a faint aura.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick up a faint aura from inside the door as well. But without going inside, you can't tell much about it.
Is it more than 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or...
Yeah, there's 1 foot of stone walls. Yeah, it's
3 feet of, wood or dirt. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna follow my senses and blindly go toward the door.
Okay.
Because it seems to be magical and...
Sure. So you open the door, and the glow is coming from the swords above the fireplace.
Interesting. I'm just gonna get closer to the swords, just kind of like zombie walk in.
As you're walking over there, she's like, can I help you? I thought you guys were leaving.
I was just trying to detect magical presences, just in case whatever did take my friend's items is worse than you all thought.
Sure.
Because if you do have someone magical in this town that could be invisible or cast Mage Hand, it might become a bigger problem down the road.
Well, those are my swords. I appreciate you taking a liking to them.
I see that they have something that they are enchanted.
They are. They were my swords.
Oh, so you were an adventurer.
I was. And I retired here. She's fairly young looking. I mean, she is a human. She doesn't look like she has any battle scars or wounds or anything like that. You don't sense any magic covering anything up on her or anything. You know, like, it's not like she's an illusion or something. You know what I mean? Like, this is just her.
And what school of magic are the swords?
Enchanted.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah, she tells you she found the swords early on in her adventuring career.
That was very fortunate.
Yes.
Not many people get a good break like that.
Yes.
That's, well, you got them hung up on the wall. What good are they up there?
They remind me of my days before.
Well, I'm
My
sorry
companions and I found treasure. I decided out. I retired to here. The juice here is amazing, right? I mean, when I retired here, there was some fruit that we had right before that. I found those swords on this island.
Well, I'm sorry to disturb you again.
I'm gonna go search Bradshaw. Not gonna say anything. Just gonna,
So when
gonna
you go
like look in his stuff.
So Lizard Man, when you go up to Bradshaw, he's got a backpack filled with maps. He's got some shorts because it's a little bit tropical.
You can keep those.
Yeah, and he's got like a tank top kind of thing. Like it's a loose thing. Like there's nothing. You're patting him down. You're like,
I was just like looking in the backpack. It's like,
where are my arrows? You dump his backpack out. Like at this point, he
seems
feels
like
like
we're
you're
going-
bullying him.
I do. It's and when I'll put it this time, I'll put everything back. And it's like there. I mean, if you did have them, and we're going to all this trouble, so we're just running around in circles.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the lady 1 silver because we did like just kind of intrude in the bar again and then leave, and be like, yeah, sorry about that. Here's a silver, and walk out and probably come upon the scene.
And before you walk out, she says, "Do you guys always not trust anybody? I mean, you guys must have experienced a lot in your adventures to not trust anybody."
Yes. And I think
Yes.
I'm well adjusted, guys.
She lets you go then. She doesn't question it.
I'm just like, there. Now you're exonerated.
So Bradshaw does not have any of our items.
No.
Yep.
When you come
That
out,
takes-
you see Bradshaw's stuff all over the ground again, and
And
you
be like,
see
yeah,
Lizard Man
sorry
picking
about
it
that.
up.
Here's a silver, and walk out.
Like
and
putting it
probably
back
come
in.
upon the
And
scene
before
of,
you walk
well,
out, she says,
that
"Do you
means
guys
only 2
always not
suspects, since
trust
there is no
anybody?
magic
I mean,
involved, are
you
the
guys
2
must have
women who
experienced
left.
a lot in your adventure."
Or the guys on the boat.
Leave, but we and be like,
At
yeah,
least Silas
sorry about
had
that.
everything
Here's a silver, and
after the
walk
boat
out.
ride.
When's the last time you checked?
When was the last time you checked, Silas?
After I got off the boat, I'm very capable of checking out where my gear is. So I had my gear before I walked in.
The last
You
time
mind
for
if I-
sure he checked was when he was packing his stuff up before getting off the boat,
Yeah.
because he was doing
I
it
know.
right then and there.
I know this may sound ridiculous, Silas, but can you empty out your pockets?
You think he stole my arrows?
It could be a possibility. I'm sorry, Silas. We have to do this to just make sure.
Yeah,
Silas.
I do, sure.
Are there any arrows in his pocket?
I don't know. Are there, Silas?
No.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, I'm going to say it again. I might have just lost him in the bay. They may be living with the sea monster now. If so, I hope they're happy there.
We'll have to make
we are
sure.
wasting time. We can just file a report with the police later.
Wait, they have
Police? What are police?
Well,
Exactly.
the jail. Go to the jail, file a report.
Yes, we can do that first thing tomorrow.
Oh, let's go to this Betty's place. I'm sure it is lovely for a building.
He takes you guys over to Betty's. It's a little bit of a walk to get back to the docks, especially since you guys are. He's kind of hobbling around, and he's really keeping an eye on Lizard Man now. Like he feels like Lizard Man is just bullying him to bully him, and so when you guys get to
Lizard Man
Betty's,
does not notice he's being eyed.
when you get to Betty's, he stands a good 10 feet away from the door and says, "It's right there. It's that door," and you guys can't miss it.
Where can we find you later?
I will come. I will be right here in the morning when you wake up. I promise. I guarantee I will be here.
I turn around and it's like, hey, if anybody suggests you took our stuff, you tell them I searched you.
I will. No problem. I would never take. If I came back with anything that I didn't have when I left, My keeper would totally lock me up.
Well, at least it's not death.
It could be. I don't know.
Well, that's not
Stealing
good.
is a very bad crime. It's bad for tourism.
That woman should have been more shocked about stolen goods.
I agree. Well, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Bye-bye, Bradshaw.
And you
I
see
hope
he
your
starts
name
running.
better. What's wrong, Bradshaw? Don't you love us?
I love that he just turns around. Well, Bradshaw, I hope.
Yes.
I'm glad, because I was going to say, I hope your name gets better.
When you walk into Betty's, there's a woman, a heavier set woman who seems actually really happy to see you guys. Welcome. This is Betty's. I am Betty. I assume you guys want a room.
Yes.
I look at the others.
Rooms are good.
want at least one room.
Okay. Well, who sent you? I mean, I don't have signage outside, so...
What's her name at the
Drowsy-
recommended by the Drowsy Parrot?
The Drowsy Parrot. I love her. Oh, the juice is so good there.
It is very good there.
I go there every other night. It is amazing.
And they gave us the most delicious wooden cups.
Oh, I would never drink out of those. Ugh.
What
Disgusting.
do you do on the nights that you don't get juice?
I work here, of course.
Oh, I see.
So either you are drinking juice or working here.
A
Yes.
simple but honest life.
Yes.
Seems like quite a life. See, look at the structure in her life. Betty, are you happy?
I'm very happy.
See, this is what you need, Faisal. Structure.
But that's only two things she does. Does she not hunt? Do you hunt?
No, never. I
Do you
would never get
forage?
my hands dirty.
Do you
That's
That
beneath
sounds
me.
fun.
That's far beneath me.
Do you participate in political activities?
Of course, all of the keepers do.
Well, there you go. That is more than just drinking juice and working here. But
that is a daytime activity.
Oh, so politics are in the daytime. I see.
Yes.
I'm very confused now. But I think we need at least one room.
Okay. You see
How
her
much
clap
are
her hands. Oh, don't worry. It's on the house, honey. If you came from the Drowsy Parrot, I will be taken care of.
Or Silas,
A
were you
retainer.
inclined-
2 retainers come out. Can I? Well, you don't have very much. Do you guys want us to take your bags?
I
No.
only have my pack.
No.
Somebody already took my arrows. That's plenty of taken.
Oh, well, did you file a complaint?
No, we have not yet. We will in the morning.
It just happened then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, let us show you your room. That we have to do that.
Okay.
They go up the stairs first.
I
And
follow.
they show you your room is on the corner of the building, and it overlooks one way. You can see where the docks are, and you can see the pirate ship out there. And there's another window, another way, and you can see up the road. You can't see the Drowsy Parrot, but you can see up the path. Up there.
Thank Lord we don't see it. That sounds like an eyesore.
What are you talking about? It's gorgeous. Could be worse. You guys could have went to the prancing peacock or something. Now that's an eyesore.
Silas, does this meet all your requirements for a bed and walls?
And walls. They're like a place for a fire.
Yeah, like it's a big, large open room. There's multiple beds in this room. There's actually 6 beds.
Yes, this is acceptable.
There's a rug.
How many doors are there into this room?
1.
How many windows actually open?
All of them.
Nice. And is there like any furniture? Like, do all of them have nightstands or?
No, there's like maybe like a couple side tables at your beds. There's a foot locker at the foot of every bed if you want to put your belongings away. There's probably a few chairs in here, not 6, but there's a few. There's a fireplace if you want to get warm, and there's a trough that's, you can tell it's for a bath, but it's kind of crude. It's not like fine living. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like a really nice place or anything.
And we're on the second floor, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, this sounds like a lot nicer than what Basil was going to actually do. So,
And how many windows were there?
2.
2.
They're fairly big. They're like bay windows, kind of.
well, Silas, this looks like everything and more. You have at least 6 beds to choose from. Perhaps we can move them all together and you can have one large bed.
I push 2 together and up against the wall. This will be fine.
Okay. Thank you, unless you have anything else for us workers of Betty.
Okay. They leave. With that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Bathroom break, get some water.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. I was going to ask that pretty soon. If yeah.
My mouth is getting parched. I have a heater blowing on my face.
Should get yourself juice and water.
I should, but all we have is cider, and I don't want cider.
Regular cider or hard cider? That is the question.
Regular.
No.
There's no alcohol. Well, we have vodka in our house that we've had for like 8 years.
No, you could always use that in the cider.
It's moved 7 times with us. We still haven't drank.
That's fantastic.
We don't drink that much.
Right. During the break, the cameras are
City 4 or 5.
Yeah. We have 5 viewers and we are live again.
And all our stuff is messed
our
up.
stuff is messed up, and it's because of Fox.
It's my fault. I'll be right there. Just a second.
Hey, I don't mind there being multiple me's on the screen. You know,
I just don't like it when Fox isn't here. I have to play as the Lizard Man.
Every time you say Fox, I just want to go Mulder.
What does the fox say?
So they mostly communicate in barks and yips.
So speaking of that, Fox, every time I try to tag you in any post anywhere, I can't ever find you. I think it's because I try to type in Fox every time.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore because Facebook took my the Fox Winter persona page away from me.
Oh, was it because it wasn't a real name or something?
It's because it's not my real name, even though I sent them a totally real driver's license with that name on it.
They're like, no, those are two things that aren't names. Sorry. Sorry, all those spring autumns there. I used to go to college with someone named Willow Underwood. And that doesn't sound like a real name, but it is. So shout out to Willow if you're watching, which you're probably not, and probably don't remember me.
Basil needs to make Willow watch the stream next week. You need to reach out on Facebook and say, hey, it's been a long time, but I am on a scavenger hunt, and I need to find someone named Willow Underwood to watch this stream Friday night. You're the only one I know.
You fit the bill. Who would have known?
Right.
Look, I'm on a bus, and if I can't find somebody who is named Willow Underwood to watch the stream, we'll explode.
You got to save my life here.
I'm on a bus.
You can be the hero.
I'm on a bus.
Oh, no.
That's hilarious.
Let it explode.
Yeah, we went live specifically for this.
So, all right. So you guys are. So Silas is sleeping in 2 beds. Everyone else is sleeping on a floor.
I'm not sleeping.
You don't have to sleep, Scale.
I mean, if I want to take a long rest, I have to stand still for 6 hours. But I don't need a rest.
All right. So what are you guys doing in your room?
Well, how comfy is the rug?
The rug is real nice compared to what you're used to.
Is Lizard Man going to go for the rug, or?
Well, there's like 6 empty beds, right?
4 empty beds.
Because Silas took 2 of them.
Oh.
For his hobby.
How many of us are?
And there's only 3 of us, and Scale just needs to stand there.
I had to sleep on a bed then.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to take the rug because that looks the most comfy.
Well, in that case, I'm going to push the remaining beds together. Because I saw someone else do it.
Scale, where are you standing? I'm assuming you're not conscious. You have to stand still, but I'm assuming you're not conscious.
I actually am conscious if I'm resting.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not going to rest because I don't need to. Because I don't get tired. I just need to long rest if I want my spells back. And I have not cast any spells. So I'm going to lean against the door and watch the windows.
Okay. So leaning against the door, you can't see much out the windows just because of you're on the 2nd floor.
I'm just making sure no one's coming in.
Sure, I got you. I understand. You might have a nice view of the pirate ship in the distance as the sun starts coming up. In the 400 feet away from you kind of thing. When you get towards the end of this 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, when everyone else starts waking up and feeling rested, it's now about 7 or 8 in the morning, by the way. You guys can hear a commotion outside. Sounds like the docks and everything kind of picking up. There's a lot of people out there. The streets sound like they're pretty busy right now with traffic and, of the people walking around. What would you guys like to do?
People on the streets.
Uh-huh.
I would very much like to go file a formal complaint.
Okay.
That's what we said we were going to do in the morning.
Okay. You guys... Oh, sorry.
I'm going to assume that they're going for some fashion of food and drink and such, and I will follow them and be disappointed.
Yeah, like I would be pretty hungry too. I'd probably be going outside being like, oh yeah, we're going to eat. Oh no, we're filing complaints. That's...
When you guys walk out the front door of the inn, you see a large crowd just hovered in one spot. Not hovered, but surrounding one area. It's about 10 feet outside the door. You can't quite see it from where you're at.
Apparently they do politics during the day.
It's all mostly outsiders that are looking on. There's a couple keepers, a few retainers, but you can tell most of these people look like people from the docks and stuff.
Is there a commotion?
What's that, Scale?
Is there a commotion?
Yeah, everyone seems pretty shocked. You overhear someone say, "Who could have done this?"
I go over there quickly because I'm now curious. Stuff's happening.
Yeah, I'm all wrapped up again, and I'll go toward the crowd.
Okay. Are all four of you going through the crowd?
Yeah.
I guess. I really want to go file this complaint, but before taking it on.
So when you guys push through the crowd, you see Bradshaw face down with a dagger in his back.
Oh no.
Silas, you recognize that dagger. That is your dagger. No sign of the arrows, no sign of the darts.
Huh. We found your dagger.
I'm not saying it's my dagger out loud.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else would have noticed that it was yours.
I don't think I'd know.
Yeah, I don't, maybe, but I probably wouldn't say anything. I just kind of look at Silas.
I want to look at the body and check to see how long I think it's been dead.
Hey, someone killed that kid that was showing us around.
So, Scale, you want to try and go up and do like a medicine check on it?
That is absolutely what I'm saying I want to do.
Okay. So the big metal guy steps forward and kneels down and is looking at the body. Give me a check, medicine check.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it because I'm trained in it. Okay. Well, I am trained in it, so I get a +5 to my natural 20.
Nice.
So you can tell it's been dead for maybe 2 hours. He was out here waiting at 6 a.m. for you guys, probably.
Is there anything else I can ascertain about it?
Bold of him to assume we're early risers.
Based on it being a nat 20, you can tell that he was not expecting to be stabbed. Like it was very clean, no fight from him. It just dead, stabbed, fell down.
And it was one stab. He's dead.
Yeah, it's like right into his spinal cord. It took some force.
Maybe not. He was kind of a weak kid.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Even though it's pointless, I get up and I look around as if I'm like gonna see the guy who did it, but I'm
Look for anybody looking guilty.
I'm looking for anybody that looks like they.
Roll an investigation check at disadvantage.
Oh my god. Okay.
You got this.
Disadvantage, huh?
Yep.
Here we go. 3.
Yeah, nope. There's a lot of people. You notice he does not have his backpack either.
Oh, that's weird.
I say, where are the authorities?
People just kind of look around. Some of the keepers just like kind of look around and they're like, "What do you mean authorities?"
There was somebody got killed.
Yeah.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, clearly somebody got killed.
We have to report this.
So, yeah, who do you tell when something bad's happened?
You go and do a formal complaint.
Yes.
To whom?
Oh, well, we were going to do that anyway. Well, that's
Oh, you are already
convenient.
heading there? One of the keepers asks you.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe you can go and report this.
That's an excellent idea. I pick up Bradshaw.
You pick up Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Bert Bradshaw, you had such a bad name. Someone
I'm gonna
killed you.
let him just lay on the road. That's way worse.
No, this seems appropriate.
I'm gonna carry him like he's my poor sweet innocent baby that just got stabbed.
One of the keepers says, "How? No. What if someone needed to investigate?"
That's what he just did. Investigate.
I already investigated.
Yes, but you are not anyone who can do a formal investigation.
How do you do a formal investigation here?
You go and you do a formal complaint.
So you let the body rot in the streets.
No, it's complicated. Okay.
So does
They
someone move the
they
body?
send retainers. They send retainers, and then they pick him up, and they
What
will
is
most
that?
likely take him to a temple.
Well, he has already been picked up, so I'm going to report this.
And technically, my friend here is a temple, and it's
I am a temple.
My body is a temple.
Should I file a complaint about him picking the body up?
we will file all the complaints.
Yes.
We will also file a complaint that we have to file a complaint.
I'll file a complaint that this woman talked to me when I was trying to go file complaints. Obstruction of justice.
And also, you should file a complaint that she did not recognize you as a holy object.
That's true. There is a holy symbol. Literally,
There's a lot of holes in him. Yes.
There is the sacred symbol of whatever god I worship.
What god do
And
you
also, Lizard Man thinks
Atheismo.
No,
Lizard Man? What?
Lizard Man also thinks he is a totem of religious purposes. So he has the
Well,
trifecta.
he resembles deity totem deity.
That is correct.
He doesn't
Either
think
way.
he is one. He made that very clear in session 0. He doesn't think he is one.
That's,
He just
that's,
I don't think he
Resembles.
is a god. I think he resembles a holy object.
Look what you
They are
started here.
revered. I think he. Yeah.
Hey,
You're
this
losing.
is a-
We're
this
we're
is
losing
important
control of the
stuff for-
class again.
This is important stuff for our 3 viewers to know, though.
Hey, there might be 10 people who watch on YouTube in like a week.
Okay. Hi, YouTube.
I don't know. My average watch time on my live plays is like 10 to 15 minutes. They're like,
Well, if you
"Oh."
got this far, YouTube.
They're
thank
like that
you
one
much.
guy who jumps on VCRs and he's like, F this shit. Have you seen that yet? Oh, it's great.
Nope.
It's all over Twitter. I'll tag you guys. He's like, this is for all my gigolos and gigolettes. F this shit. Throws his shirt off and jumps on stuff. It's so great.
What?
He's got like
Okay.
millions of people who watch him. I'll show you.
Oh my god.
I don't know his username, but I'll definitely.
Anyways, Scale
great.
picks up
It's
the
worth
body. We are following Scale. Are there people following us?
No, so as Scale picks up the body, some of the retainers, like you can see them just gasp, like, "Oh no!"
Don't worry, we are not gonna eat it.
And
We
as
know
you guys
better.
pick up the body, the keepers just go back like to their normal day and start walking and doing whatever. You guys are walking up to the nicer part of town called Hightown. It's called Hightown because it's at the highest point. And as you get up there, this long trek, some of you who might not be as athletic as the others might think that it's kind of taxing to get up there on these rough roads. And you get to the jail, which you will you'll notice is a gorgeous building actually. Nice, beautiful stained glass on some of the windows. Very decorative, ornate, stonework, and not a Victorian building like the others.
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk in, you see a few retainers who have clubs, and you see behind the desk, it's a long desk, you do see a woman who I will refer to as a keeper.
Like, this is a real nice jail. Back in my village, our jail was a tree what we tied folks to.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's called jail in your parts. Okay. Well, that's not how we do things around here.
Where I'm from, we just execute everybody.
And as you say that, she sees you holding this body and is like, clearly, retainers, get them.
No, miss, we would like to file a complaint. This is what we're filing a complaint about. There is a dead body in your streets.
I would like to file 5 separate complaints.
You must take that body outside, please. We will get some retainers to take care of it. Get that body outside.
I thought we were outside.
No, you're
No,
inside.
we're
of the
inside.
gym.
Oh, well, fine. There's retainers nearby, right?
Yes.
I just offload the body to the retainer closest to me.
Okay. They take the body and march off. There's 4 of them. They're holding them by each limb as they take his body off. It's still not, like, rigor mortis hasn't set in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it takes to set in, so whatever. So anyways, they walk off. Now she says, what are your complaints? Obviously did you murder him? What's going on here?
No, we found.
You
All right, my
found
first
it?
complaint. Someone stole the dagger of my friend.
Okay.
Also, someone stole the darts from my friend. Also, someone stole the arrows from my friend.
About 4 hands of them.
Okay.
Also, someone murdered this man that I met yesterday and was planning on talking to again with the dagger that was stolen from my friend.
Wait, that dagger is his.
Well, it was before it was stolen.
You don't know that.
Before
I never said it was mine.
Well, our
okay.
friend did have a dagger. It was stolen. And a dagger that was found in the body. Maybe his, maybe not.
Were they the same dagger?
What are the chances? Do I recognize the dagger as the same dagger?
Roll a perception check and beat a 15. If you do, then yes. If you're under a 15, then no.
Like a DC of 15.
Then I do not mention it was my friend's dagger. I just mentioned they were stabbed with a dagger.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we can look into that. Where did you last notice that you had these items?
Well, the corpse
on you
I just had, like you literally saw me with.
Yeah. I'm talking about the stolen items. I don't know what you are.
Scale.
You scale. I'm trying to figure out about the stolen items. We'll get to the dead body in a minute.
Shouldn't the dead body take priority, though?
It's already dead. It's not going to be any more dead.
But there may be
She seems
more.
annoyed at this line of questioning for her when she's the one who's supposed to be questioning you guys.
Like, well, it's not going to get no more dead, but the person who did it ain't going to get any more caught neither.
That is true.
And that's the same for your stolen items that we can retain. Do you not want us to find these things?
And I don't think that corpse will get up yet.
I am indifferent to whether the things are returned. I only want the crime reported.
Well, it's reported. It's reported. Where did you find the body then? Let's worry about the body then. Where did you find it?
It was
outside Betty's.
Outside
in
Betty's.
middle of a crowd.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
I can tell from looking at the body, he was surprised, did not see the attack coming. He was killed with 1 stab to the spine, and the killer, there was no struggle at all. So it was just, surprise, you're dead. It didn't seem like his nose was broken, though, so I don't think he landed straight down. He probably crumpled first.
Yeah, he's good at crumpling. Like, there wasn't much to that kid.
What do you mean?
He was very weak. You did not allow him to hunt his own food.
Or lift heavy stuff.
Have you seen some of the men around here? I mean, look at the ones right here. And she points to the retainers in the room. They're able to hold their own in a fight. I mean, they're big and strong. And you guys look, they're big guys.
I push one over.
Give me an athletics check. Oh, I rolled a crit. No joke. I'm not even playing.
I
I was
believe you.
like, which crate are we talking about? Because one could be very good.
Yeah, so when you go to push him over, he does not budge. He now pushes you back, and you get pushed over.
Lizard man.
I just hold up a thumb and say, checks out.
These are satisfactorily strong men. If only all of the men were this strong, then one would be less dead than he is.
Well, we put our strong men at the jobs that best suit them.
That's probably wise.
And we do the
Anyways.
same thing with our keepers. Everybody is in their perfect position.
God, I love this community. I love this place so much. How do you join?
Well, you don't really fit. I mean, I guess you could be a retainer.
Anyways, anything else that you need to know about the crime?
No, I will send somebody over there to ask questions. See if any eyewitnesses.
One last detail. He kept saying that his keeper would kill him multiple times for multiple deeds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, surely that's just a figure of speech.
No, he said it was very much a fact.
No keepers would kill anybody.
If we woke his keeper up in the middle of the night, he was surely to die.
A keeper doesn't have that authority. In fact, the first person who would be questioned after all this is his keeper, but a keeper would not do that. Keepers can write formal complaints about their retainers, and we can then try them.
So
if there's something worth. What's that?
So there has been no keepers who killed retainers.
Not recently. I mean, what society doesn't have crimes of passion occasionally?
Not ones that are well structured as this.
That is true. That's why we probably haven't had one in a long time.
But it seems like crime has escalated. There has been several robberies and now a murder.
Well, this is my first time hearing of any robberies.
Well, that's because it happened very late last night.
And where were you guys?
We were at the Drowsy Parrot. Someone should inform them they have a monstrosity on their building that is sleeping.
The keeper notices Silas in the back shaking his head. Is there something you want to say, sir?
No, just my items were some of the ones taken, and just he's been going on about the large monstrosity when evidently is part of the draw of the place.
What items were taken from you in particular?
A dagger and some darts.
Okay. And is that everything then?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Well, back in my village, they kept a statue, was it a totem that represented the ancestors. So since this guy's not a guy or a lady, so it doesn't fit clean into keeper or retainer. Maybe he could just stand in the middle of town inspiring folks with his tendency to cleave to orderliness.
I like this plan.
So you're talking about Scale?
Yeah.
Scale could stand in the middle of town and just inspire people? That's his retainer job?
Like as a statue.
So is this a formal complaint you want to file against Scale? And for punishment, you want him to be a statue?
No. You said you didn't know how he'd join. I'm like, well, there you go. He's a statue who can say, hey, you're doing a good job. I feel like that would make if you had a statue that could talk to you in your church, well, that'd make people way more likely to pay for the upkeep.
Mm-hmm. And what church do you go to?
I guess I don't anymore because everybody left my village, so there wasn't really one there, and so I figured it was time to leave.
They left your village.
Yeah, I went. There's nobody there no more.
Just up and walked away?
I don't know. I was hunting when they did it.
Oh,
The tragic tale.
Yeah, nobody told me it was time to go. I figured it out though.
But
And is
Lizard
that
Man,
because of scale here?
No.
Oh, so you weren't inspired to follow scale.
What? I'm confused now.
Well, you said
You
that
got
it would
this
be.
all-
You said that
You
it
got
would
this all turned
inspire the
around on
people
me.
here. And
Using my
so,
words against me like some kind of wizard.
Lizard Man, didn't you have items stolen too?
Yeah, about 4 hands worth of arrows. About 20 of them.
worth. 20
Yeah.
arrows.
I think that is 20.
And this was at the same time?
We believe it was at the same time.
And you claim it was at the Drowsy Parrot.
I didn't claim nothing.
It happened.
But your friend
within-
over here with his face covered said something like that.
Yeah, I would like to file a complaint about how many times people have said their complaints are my complaint. Because it is now becoming.
I would like to file a
Repetition.
counter complaint to that complaint.
I would like to file a complaint that people keep referring to this as having my face covered when this is my face.
No, sir. Look at your friend over here with the silver eyes. His face is covered with rags.
Oh, well, that's just what his face looks like usually.
Yes, it's covered.
Yes, I'm not denying the coverage that I have. But people do think that my friend Scale has his face covered. Perhaps if I didn't have mine covered so often, they would not be so confused.
You know what confuses me, Faisal? How you can cover such a beautiful face.
It's not that beautiful.
I'd like to file a complaint. Faisal here is blatantly lying to me.
I would like to file a complaint that I get confused because my face is covered with scale, but not covered with scale. Those are 2 different things, you see, but
Good
they
night,
got
everyone.
similar words.
So we have Scale, who thinks everyone's talking about him with his covered face. We have Faisal, who literally has his face covered with rags. And now we've got Lizard Man, who's confused because his face is covered with scales. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I should not be
I just
laughing
don't-
this hard.
I just don't think words should have more than one meaning.
I put my hand on top of Lizardman's face. And they say, there, now you're covered by scale.
Like, I'm not sure that this is remedying the situation.
I honestly don't know what you want right now.
Oh my
Perhaps we
goodness.
should go get some juice because I am very confused now too.
I would love some. I'm already out of water again. Anyways, okay. Oh,
Oh, don't get
Okay.
rum or they'll take your arrows.
It's Juice, by the way. This is not Guinness.
so she tells you guys, okay, all your complaints are filed. Be gone with you. And the retainers kind of like shoo you out. Like your time is done here. And yeah, you are now out front of the jail. And the retainers are standing there.
I like this place, guys. I think we should just stay here.
It is a structured place.
Are there, so Scale, are you a male or female? Or
No,
non-gendered?
I don't have a gender.
Okay.
I don't subscribe to your
Sure.
humanly ways of gender.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was calling you sir, and I, you know.
He doesn't
Okay.
correct people.
So
Or they don't correct people. Fuck, you got me saying he now.
sorry. So Silas, what are you wanting to do?
Well, we filed our complaints. We've dropped off the body. Well, I need to restock.
Okay.
So
They told you at the one store you could go to the utility store up by the docks.
Maybe
Back to the docks.
Store.
A lot of the stuff for you'll find a lot of stuff for like tourists and things like that is near the docks. The Wandering Orc Tavern, Betty's Inn, all that stuff is over by the docks.
If you just need a dagger, I'll lend you one of my daggers. We need to go. We came here for adventures. We need to adventure.
And some darts. So,
I don't have any darts.
Yeah. So
But they also
see if I had some.
They also said that they probably won't have darts there.
It might. Doesn't know. So at least checking it out.
Oh,
And also-
Shucks, I better get some arrows.
Okay. So you guys get to the utility store. When you walk in, there's some people who are bringing in supplies by the crate loads, and they're taking them straight to the back. As they're doing this, the shopkeep says, "Oh, what will I have for you?"
What will you have for me? That
Yeah.
is, how am I supposed to know what you have?
Well, you can look around, clearly. What are you
Or
looking
we
for? I can steer you in the right direction.
We need how many arrows, Lizard Man?
20 is good.
Okay.
4 of these.
4 hands full? I've heard people of your
About.
type ask for that before.
Yeah, sure.
Do
All
we
right,
have to
if you
gather
guys...
wood?
What? Humans?
Oh, no. Lizards. Dragons. Things like that. But like you, not dressed very appropriately for city life.
Lizard
I
Man,
am
I did
dressed
not-
appropriately to go out and adventure when we are done here. And I am looking forward to it because not one damn thing has made sense since I've been in this town.
Lizard Man, I did not know you were a dragon.
I'm not.
I am not saying he is. I can tell he clearly is not. However, we have had dragon folk in here without tails before.
What about the ones with tails?
What happened to their tails? I gotta, my tail kind of wraps close to me.
So this is, by the way, this is a male. And the way he's talking and stuff, he does not seem like most retainers here. He tells you, well, I mean, Dragonborn don't have tails. You must be thinking of half dragons.
Sure. So arrows?
Yes.
How much?
Whatever it is in the player's handbook. Here's my player's handbook. He opens his accounting book and he says, yeah, we can get you some arrows. Anything else you need?
Do you have any darts and daggers?
We do, actually. We just got a supply. The man who just walked in has those.
What man? What did it look like?
Whoa. Don't worry about that. We will take care of that. I will get you those. Is that what you would like? How many daggers? How many darts?
Dagger.
Help
Hold on.
yourself.
I gotta do some math here.
I think our friend was more concerned because there was a recent murder with a dagger.
And the theft of darts and a dagger from myself. And here you are getting a new stock.
Yes. I get a stock every 10 day. He pulls out, he goes over there and pulls out the daggers and the darts, and they're all brand spanking new.
Okay, so
yeah, they're crisp. It's not what you had before.
yeah, mine were worn but looked good. These are all brand new. All right.
Yeah, these are like brand spanking new, hot off the anvil.
Yeah, you gotta do math here.
And they came by ship too. Like you guys will have recognized like all the stuff that's came in to the shop came off of one of the boats.
Okay, so 20 darts is a gold and daggers 2 gold. So 5 gold would get me 2 daggers and 20 darts.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Can somebody look up how much?
Arrows?
Yeah.
Arrows are 1 gold for 20.
All right. I will buy a 20 and give them a gold if I have a gold in my inventory, which I unfortunately cannot reference. I'll print my character sheet out for next time.
No problem. I'll look too and see if I can find it. It's probably under equipment, I would think.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me.
It should be in the upper
Inventory?
right-hand corner.
Oh, okay.
Where is this currency? Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so how do I change that? Okay. So
You-
how
you
much
just-
gold was it for arrows?
1 for 20.
1 for 20?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Aha! It worked. Okay. Cool. You now have 9 gold total.
Baller.
You're rich. Oh, by the way, all your gold was stolen too. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you
Oh.
son of a bitch.
Then we just start going around murdering people.
Murder hobo time.
So when you guys
Now time to
walk,
file a formal complaint with your face.
when you guys walk out of the utility shop, now that you've bought everything, unless Scale or Faisal want to buy something.
I don't know. I think I have most things for adventuring outside, so yeah, I'm good.
Okay. What about you, Scale? Good?
I'm good to go.
All right. So when you guys come out, you guys start walking. Not sure exactly where you're going yet. Where are you guys hoping to go?
To the forest.
Yeah, into the
Forest?
forest, to the volcano where they have the mushrooms that are awesome.
Okay. Anybody else that where you guys want to go?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
I might find some adventure.
All right.
I am just following along.
Who has
I'd
the
like to
map?
go to- I have the map.
Yeah, Scale has the map. It's
Oh.
to Scale.
Did anybody mention that kid's backpack was stolen?
Nope.
No.
Well, we don't know that it was stolen necessarily,
Well, I mean, it wasn't on his person.
but he might
Well,
not.
maybe.
And the person who killed him clearly stole other stuff. Why wouldn't they take his backpack of maps?
Sure, okay.
I don't know, I'm just-
Maybe somebody got tired of having to pay a gold for a whole gold for a damn map.
It is very expensive for one of these maps, but it's fine.
Let's face it, this was bound to happen.
But we needed to protect him, and we failed.
Hey,
At least that's what my notes say.
I don't know what this Wii stuff's about. I ain't his keeper.
No, you aren't. Nobody here is.
I wasn't getting paid to look after him.
So you guys are heading for the northeast part of town where you know the gates open up to the fields
Mhm.
before you can then head to the woods. As you guys get to the gates, the gates are opened by a few people who are in really minor, like light armor, and they have spears. They open the gates, and as they open the gates and you guys get through it, you behind you, you can see what looks like a couple people have been following you. There's 4 individuals. Two of them are male, 2 of them are female, and they look well equipped.
Are they hostile?
They don't seem to be doing anything hostile, but they seem to be going the same direction as you.
Scale says, they must be here to ask us more questions about what we witnessed, and Scale goes over to talk to them.
These do not look like the same people from the town. They look like outsiders.
They can still have questions.
Yeah. So the 2 males, one of them is a hobgoblin, but he's in heavier armor. He's in chainmail. He also has a shield and a longsword that he is not currently wielding. The other male happens to be a dragonborn. He also is in chainmail and has a sword and a shield. And then the females are both in robes. One of them appears to have a staff of some sort. Which one are you trying to talk to?
I look into the center of the group, not directly at anyone, and I say, hello.
Ah, hello. Where are you guys going?
Well, right now I'm going here to find out why you are following us.
Well, you guys were at the scene of a crime this morning.
Well, we arrived after the scene of the crime, to be accurate, but yes, we were there briefly.
And the night before, we heard you were, and it's, by the way, it is the woman without the staff who was talking. We heard that you were with that same person last night.
We were, in fact. They were showing us around.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably up there because, he was going to guide us somewhere today.
Yeah, that is the case. He said he was going to show us where the jail was so we could report some crimes we'd witnessed.
And
I point to the hobgoblin. I'm just like, hey, do you know him?
That's racist.
Silas, do you know him?
Do I know him?
I'm asking you. You tell me.
What's he look like?
He's a hobgoblin in chainmail, a shield, and a sword. Has a couple minor scars on his face.
What's his skin color?
Red.
Ooh, hold on. Has he talked yet?
He is not.
Because red, he maybe. Because I'm a red orange, so he might be from near me.
Okay, let's say he is. Let's say you recognize him. Why did you leave the hobgoblins exactly? The tribe?
Because I am. It was very quickly realized that I'm not the average hobgoblin because I'm smarter, not tactic wise, but intelligent wise.
Sure.
And I can do spells.
And you left willingly, or were kicked out?
And I've left to do more training and to learn more magic.
Gotcha.
And I could come back and maybe help out eventually, down the line. But
sure.
It's.
So you will have recognized him as he was not for just cold-heartedly slaughtering for the sake of the tribe.
Oh, one of the other few.
So he was kicked out because he didn't agree morally with some of the stuff they did. And it's not to say you guys always did negative things, but he probably wasn't even from your tribe necessarily, but maybe a sister tribe.
Yeah, I can understand and agree with some of it, but
yeah. So he obviously, with his skills, he's become. You've heard that he left and became a mercenary.
Mm-hmm. I'll give him a little nod, and I won't like play it off too big, but a little thing and little greeting in Goblin. I hope you're doing well.
Does anybody else here speak Goblin, by the way?
No.
No? He tells you he thinks you might be in bad company, and they are just investigating to find out who killed the Bradshaw fellow. He
was helping us yesterday and supposed to meet us this morning, and we're the ones. We found him and brought him in and made the file to report.
Well, I mean, when find him. There's a whole bunch of people there.
I suppose that's true. We found people that had found him.
The hobgoblin in Goblin speaks to Silas and says, I feel like that dagger, that's yours. That's very particular. I don't think that dagger would have came from somebody else in this whole town.
It was mine. I had it and some darts stolen from me, and my lizardman companion had a bunch of arrows stolen from him. We just finished resupplying at the utility store. You can go check with them. We just made the purchases. We can verify that we did make the purchases this morning.
Sure. He tells you he'll keep this quiet. He asks you, because he says we've been here for a while doing mercenary work, but he asks you if the If any of you have started any trouble with any of the keepers.
No, we came in off the boat, went, had a drink, and then from the drink, right to Betty's and to sleep, and that was it. We went to the Parrot and the Betty's, and in between Betty and the Parrot and Betty, we found our stuff was going, went back to talk to the owner of Parrot, and then went to Betty's, and that was it. We haven't talked to anybody else but Bradshaw and the owner of the Betty and the owner of the Parrot.
Okay. I'll make sure my friends know, and they shouldn't be giving you any more difficult times. Don't worry, we'll leave. And he turns and speaks in common to them and says, they're good. Don't worry. And he starts, telling the girl up front that, hey, let's let them go. And then they turn back and go back into town.
That was strange.
He's from a neighboring village.
Oh.
He was not as morally reprehensible as some of the others, so he left to seek his own way outside the tribe, and was very looked down upon by others because he didn't like some of the amoral choices that were made in the reckless killing, so decided to do mercenary work. He's not a bad guy.
He was exiled because he couldn't follow the laws of his area. Unfortunate.
I really like Scale.
I look at Scale and say, see, he did know him.
Lizard Man, you may have even recognized him if you didn't think all hobgoblins looked the same.
I don't know that I think that.
So maybe you recognize him too.
I mean, I didn't leave the village much, though. If he didn't come to my village, there's not much chance I would have seen him.
Maybe. That's how you know Silas, though.
Didn't Silas come to our village for trade?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was doing trading. He was a warrior in his village, so you might have seen him as a guard for one of the traders from his village, but you probably wouldn't have had too much interaction with him.
That's a possibility. Also, I apologize earlier. I forgot that they were speaking in Hobgoblin.
Oh, no,
Goblin.
you're good.
Goblin.
It's okay. We did an audible on the fly.
Yeah.
So with that, as they walk off, we will then fade to black, end the session there. And then next week, we'll pick up with you guys heading out of town.
All right.
Anybody want to plug anything? Let's
In celebration of this Eva session, well done. I'm going to eat the Starburst.
Yay.
Oh, there we go. Beat that Starburst.
All right. Anybody want to plug anything?
Yeah, sure, totally. Always plug things.
Go it, you shall. Go do it, you shall.
Yeah, so if you enjoyed my voice, you can hear it a lot more on the podcast that I run, Tales of Swordfall and Gates of Orchid and Iris. Tales of Swordfall is an LGBT plus D&D actual play podcast. We have a lot of fun. We have like 2 constant groups and a whole bunch of short shots that we do that are all interconnected in plot. It's pretty awesome. Gates of Orchid and Iris, also we are an LGBT group, but we do Legends of the Five Rings, which is the Fantasy Flight 5th edition one, and that's a pretty cool one. It has samurai and supernatural things, and it's awesome so far.
Nice.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, Swordfall is at SwordfallDND, and Gates of Orchid and Iris is GOIL5R.
So do you set up different Twitter accounts for different campaigns?
Yeah, well, seeing that they're different systems, different podcasts, and
Sure.
Just all the way different. Yes.
Gotcha. So you upload them on different channels and everything.
Oh yeah, that
Gotcha.
because there's so much stuff on Swordfall, it would start getting too confusing.
Gotcha. Okay. Fox, do you want to plug your YouTube channel or any of that?
Yeah, sure. We do
most commonly reviews of role-playing games at Seven Realms Productions on YouTube. Sometimes we even upload. Who knows? We may do it again someday. Most of our activity, if you want to find us right now, most of our activity is happening on Twitter at RP Roulette. And that is that. Yeah, that's we're not outrageously active right now, so that's the best place to see our little jokes. If you go to my Twitter, you can get some jokes sometimes, but you're also going to have to deal with my angry politics and furry shit posting. So.
I see enough of that on Facebook of yours. I sometimes get sucked into it. I got to stay away from that.
Yeah. What the furry jokes or the?
Oh no, I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm talking about politics. Henry, is there anything you want to plug? Your Sunday game? Or?
Yeah, I'll post. I'll plug. Bleh. Again, Real Women of Gaming. There's realwomenofgaming.com on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Go follow.
Just so I'm clear, you're saying Real Women of Gaming?
Yes, Real Women of Gaming. Yes, it's
okay.
It used to be all women. I was the first male member to join. Now it's an all-inclusive group to support gamers. We do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of streams for charity. Mm-hmm. Pretty much every stream we do, a lot of stuff we do is just for charity. If we're not doing streams, we're supporting our channel.
Yep.
I do. One of the things we do is we do games on the weekends. There's a D&D game on Saturdays, and Sundays we do a zombie survival horror based off the old All Flesh Must Be Eaten game.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about that one.
And it is
for like a
fun.
decade now.
Yeah, it is fun and it is rough, and we do stream that Sundays, and I play in that game, and it is interesting. And we haven't died yet, but we've come really, really close a bunch of times.
That's because I'm not running it for you. I kill everybody.
Well, and actually, our dungeon master, who's my best friend for 30 some odd years, the guy who got me into D&D to begin with, he was having the rules wrong and had everything super hard to begin with. So I almost died in the very first fight because he miscalculated stuff, but we got it fixed a couple of games in.
Right.
Now we still almost die, but it's just not as hard.
Right. And then our magnificent Giraffe King. Oh no, that went straight to his head. Oh, he's already a religious totem.
Yeah. I would like to plug Robin Hobb's books. Robin Hobb. She is my favorite author. What really got me into reading again when I hit a reading slump back when I was in middle school was I read one of her books, and now I read all the time. She's my favorite author ever. Robin Hobb, that's Robin like the bird, Hobb. If the next time you watch this you haven't read one of her books, I'll just assume that you hate reading and happiness and supporting, artists and stuff.
If we ever get sponsors, Giraffe King is going to be the one that plugs the sponsors. I'm just saying. Every week it'll be something new.
If you don't join this, we're going to think you just hate people. Period.
You just hate gaming if you don't want to buy these dice. Clearly you don't like playing RPGs if you don't buy these dice.
I assume if you don't buy the stuff that I make, it's just because you're racist. I don't know. Polynesians. Polynesians. You don't want to buy polyhedral dice because it sounds like Polynesian. Up, man.
Hate to see that. You hate to see that.
You hate to see that, Just person.
All right, guys. So go check out RP Roulette on Twitter, Tales of Swordfall, and Gate of the Orchid.
Gates of Orchid and Iris.
Gates of Orchid and Iris. Go check out Real Women of Gaming and Robin Hobb, because you don't like reading if you don't check out Robin Hobb. I'm Master the Game. Actually, this was Master the Game. I am Juice. Game on.
Hold on, I got one more.
Oh, go for it.
I just thought about this. Thursdays I also do a stream with Pierce Frazier of what's the name of his publishing company? The guy, the author of Hicks and Draconis. And we play Hicks and Draconis 2 at their Twitch channel, which is HSD something.
You guys need to post these links in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just
post them, and then we'll maybe I can cross broadcast or something.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this. Next time I'll have.
Yeah, what the heck, man? Not prepared. You didn't know we were using real dice. Like, what is going on here? We all talked about this at length for hours, and then here you are, not coming prepared. It's like, like you're at work or something.
Yeah. You know what the problem is that I got nothing. I went for the ad lib.
Don't you live in Ohio?
No.
Where you live?
I live in Indiana. If I lived in Ohio, I'd get to go to cool concerts.
Cool concerts.
The problem is, this fucking guy, he thinks just because he's handsome, he can get away with anything. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm handsome too, and I don't get away with everything.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get away with the things that I don't, and we'll just overlap.
Well, I always think you're from Ohio for some reason.
I don't know why that is.
Probably because you're a juggalo. And most juggalos I know were from Ohio. That's probably
you just scream Ohio. Okay, let's just get it out there right now.
No, he's not inbred. Oops.
Hey,
sorry.
That's not Ohio.
Well, my dad's from Kentucky, so maybe somewhere down the line. I don't know.
I naturally just don't like Ohio, okay? I can't help it. It's the hat. So, all right, guys.
Something to do with sports, I bet.
Yeah, sports. Go sports.
Go sports.
Yes.
Hooray. I hope the team
hit
scores
that
all
touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
All right. So I'm off there.